I might already have.
Okay, then I'll start slurring right now.
Hello, chat.
Hi, guys.
Hi, are you excited for this?
I think you might have caught at least one of the slurs. But yes, we'll have Milking Farm today, as it's been a mostly quiet week. The only thing that happened was that some Twitch thought was assaulted at TwitchCon, which is an amusing thing in and of itself, I suppose.
It's to be expected.
I mean, what's I'm sorry, it's a little funny, is that apparently Twitch banned her usual bodyguard 2 years ago because he physically grabbed and told someone to stop following her. He didn't hurt him. He just grabbed him and said, "Don't follow." And then he was banned from TwitchCon for life.
Yep, and so the thing happened. And what I love the most about this is the big blue-haired male feminists standing nearby. Yep, nope, this is fine.
You know, the one thing going through his head was, man, wait till Reddit hears about this.
Oh my god.
Look
Reddit
at him.
will have a lot to say. He is by far my favorite part of this entire controversy, because he's just stood there, completely chill.
Okay, the meme potential of this image. Mal, I got an idea.
Well, what kind of idea do you have?
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery?
I did quite like that one.
You'll be Amiru. I will be the tall dude. Arch will be just the dude standing to the side.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Hell yeah.
Give me some credit. At least make me the sexual molester.
Guarantees citizenship.
Like in this image, if we're measuring male worth, I actually put the guy doing the assault slightly above the guy who's like, oh my god, look at this.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with that, because there's definitely more testosterone in one pose than the other. But
I mean,
imagining Arch as a blue-haired feminist, it sounds funnier.
Yeah. And it's like, are we sure that this dude is one of the security and not like another guest for the meet and greet? Because dude just stood there, dumbfounded the entire time, and then some other dude just rushes up and pushes him.
Well, he's got like a lanyard on, so I was assuming he was another panelist, maybe? Or I don't know.
I don't know, but that dude is fucking tall as hell. At least he was one of those like weird I want to hug you parasocial freaks, and not one of those I want to hug you and then stab you in the neck parasocial freaks.
I thought he's trying to kiss her.
I don't know. We can't see from this angle. He's probably just leaning down because he's tall as shit compared to her. Because
Maybe.
Unless we have another angle of him, like, you know, trying to kiss her and not just like enveloping her in his entire body mass, I don't know.
I do also like the description. A male attendant allegedly grabbed Emiru. We're not sure yet, but according to sources. Oh, that one was smiley funny. Then again, at the same time, though, like, okay, if you're in a position where you're afraid of your own fans, is this not a sign that your entire online presence might be kinda dangerous, awful, destructive, toxic?
I mean, speaking of awful, destructive, and toxic, did you hear what recently got leaked about Hassan?
I did not.
He has a girlfriend.
Well,
oh, Valkyrie.
I'd assume as much.
I mean, he's been selling himself as single towards his parasocial female audience this entire time.
He's been doing the male VTuber thing.
Yes. And Ethan Klein was the one that said it on a stream, I guess.
I mean, it can't be that surprising.
Weird.
They haven't gone along in a long time, so...
Yeah.
Just
and
ousting
it's so
him.
fucking funny.
But enough purchasing of time.
I have lost. Shit.
I mean, I think we could keep delaying it. It's okay. Chat likes to be edged, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with procrastinating on this. I'm in no rush.
Stares judgmentally at Lum Lum. We
Shut
did
up.
indeed get through Milking Farm, which is book 1 out of 5 with spin-off universes.
Yep, Art said that he really wanted to read the other 4, so he's starting a fund.
Chat is
Wait,
free
no,
to
wait,
fund
hold on,
whatever
what?
chat
Hold on.
wants, but Jesus.
No. No. Wait, hold on. I did not sign up for this to read more than one book.
The sheer number of these, because, okay, I have a fairly high tolerance for smut. Okay, I'm a fairly tolerant fellow when it comes to this shit, but the unrelenting horniness of this fucking book, like, I swear to God, there's 250 pages. There's barely a page, if any, without a mention of cock, balls, tomb, or some other sexual thing. It's like when she was writing this, she had a stream deck next to her with just macros set up for the most common words like cock, balls, tomb, Minotaur, and just kind of hammered these relentlessly.
Well, I'm a believer in the theory that the men are romantic sex and women conflate lust and love. And this book just helps prove this even more.
You know, it like
Are
You know,
you ready to rut this yellow
it's like,
mare's
okay,
fluttery buttery
Because
butt?
I learned this from Mooseman that apparently Amazon has a direct to publishing thing. So you can just type up whatever the fuck you want and then publish it directly to Amazon without any proofreading, without anything, which is why we have formatting and spelling errors in our physical copies. Ain't that right, Mal?
Yes.
that's
It's literally,
right.
there is literally a typo on page 2.
You
Yeah.
have physical
You
copies that you
ignorant slut.
underlined and studied. Gross.
Listen, chat paid for it. I was going to give them the experience of a lifetime, and I'm going to regret it.
Damn it. Krieger, this and the previous 50 for you to read the next book. Alright, chat is already on its way, as chat tends to be. But
Service guarantee.
like that, it actually took me by surprise, because chat previously had funded a read of Trailer Park Elves, which is a male-focused harem lit romance thing, right? And it's like 3 times as long. It's like 600 pages. And in it, there's precisely 2 sex scenes in those 600 pages. In the 250 pages of Milking Farm, it's just relentless porn. Like, there's 50 pages before you even get a break from the woman describing jerk-off videos that she was surfing online. And then there's one chapter where she basically is just worried about her fucking cafe latte and how in debt she is before it's back to lurid description of Minotaur tug jobs. It was genuinely fucking difficult to get through.
Service
Is this where I should
guaranteed
mention
citizenship.
that when I actually sat down to read it, I got the chapter 16 in the 3 hours? And there's only 17 chapters.
You know, there was a fascinating term used in the book. I believe it was snail trail.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
See, I had a hard time getting through this. Like, I was genuinely getting uncomfortable, as it was just like homoeroticism for hours on end. Mal just devoured this thing in 3 hours.
It's an easy read. Like, I mean, I wasn't expecting like high quality, cream of the crop book writing here, but like it's a really easy read. The
Heresy's the
letters
question.
are
Fire is
massive
the
on the
answer.
page. There's a
Yep.
decent amount of space between the sentences. and there's no difficult words. I mean, the worst, most difficult part was the typos and stuff. I mean, laughing at her, calling her pussy her sex, and like it's not it's nothing like I don't know. This is just
The
just
millennial
boring?
style writing, I hated so much. Oh my god. It's like you can find better written stories on Archive of Our Own. And honestly,
Yes.
I need to revisit some authors on Archive of Our Own so I can cleanse my palate a bit. I have some updated fics that I need to get back to.
Like, I'm not one for fan fiction, but yes, there are definitely better writers out there than whatever this woman decided to write today, or whatever she wrote this book, because it's such an easy read. I mean, it's funny. That's what it is. It's funny because of how cringy it is, but there's really nothing of substance in this book at all.
It was a very easy read.
Are you ready to wreck this yellow
Says
mare's
Mal.
fluttery buttery
Mal
butt?
calls it the cream of the crop. The cream.
No, I said it's not the cream of the crop. Give me the Count of Monte Cristo any day, and I will happily lap that up. This is nothing.
Cream lapping up. Are you sure you haven't been affected by this book, Mal?
God damn it.
Uzan calls 11 for a very generous $100. Thank you very much, sir. Frickett, add it with Kroger's previous towards book 2 of Milking Farm. But that was the thing, right? For you, it was an easy read because you could sit there just like, cream. For me, it was genuinely fucking horrible. Like,
Good.
I have a pretty high tolerance even for gay shit, okay? I use it as one of my primary weapons to freak people out, going on lengthy gay fanfic description to freak people out. That has been one of my key points of comedy since fucking middle school, okay? But this fucking book, it's exhausting. Like, when you've covered 100 pages of descriptions of bull testicles... God. And when it's not talking about that directly, the racial fetishism in every page. Holy fuck.
Yes.
There's literally a sentence later on in the book that goes like, when you go bull, you never go back. Like, Jesus. Calm. Calm.
There's definitely no
know,
going back to humans after this.
No, especially the description of the fucking sex scenes. Nothing else is gonna fit in there. Oh my fucking god. But just like, honestly, I was more interested in the random fucking Mothman that she brought up. And I'm like, Mothman. Okay, guess we gotta go back to fucking bulls now.
Well, okay, so if with a physical copy of the book, it has a little section for the next book, which is actually the Minotaur's point of view. And then once you get past that, there are descriptions of the other books that she has written. And apparently this is called the Cambric Creek series, and it's not just continuations of the milking farm. It's basically other monster romance stories within the Cambric Creek area, and they all overlap with each other and reference each other. And the Mothman is actually a reference to one of the other books, because there is a story called Sweet Berries, where a woman gets with
3.
a Mothman. It's according to this is book 2.
Okay, book 2.
Yeah, the description for it is, Grace has a job she loves, a community she adores, and plenty of friends.
Are you ready to
But
wreck
her
this
lack
yellow
of
mare's
bedroom
fluttery
action has
buttery
left this
butt?
event planner too horny to think. One ill-advised night at the bar leads her to giving an exhibitionist show to an unknown presence outside her bedroom window. She thinks she hit a new low. When her voyeur turns out to be a nebbishly charming Mothman, Grace needs to decide if she can trust her body and her heart with this garnet-eyed stranger before he flies out of her life for good.
I mean, I thought that... Okay, so So the romance introduction in Milking Farm is that the Minotaur comes into the milking farm and she jerks him off. That's how they begin their romance. This might actually be worse. So she lays down, jerks off in front of the window, and this guy is just outside the window, staring in like, wow.
We need to read the descriptions of the other books because Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do the next one, or?
Yeah, I could do that one.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Oh, see, this one is perfect for you because it's werewolf.
I mean, maybe.
Let's see. Moon-Blooded Breeding Clinic, Cambric Creek 3. Moon-Blooded Breeding Clinic offers a unique service. Trigger a heat, and breed with a werewolf in a controlled setting right before the full moon. Their success rates are higher than multi-species IVF, cheaper than adoption, and more enjoyable than most trips to the clinic. When Mora picks a handsome, dark-haired werewolf out of the catalog, it seems as easy as buying a pair of shoes. Slut. She doesn't count on liking him. He's funny, he's sexy, and once he takes his knots, Moria isn't sure she'll ever be able to see their relationship as a transaction. Are you sure you didn't write this one, Mel? When Lowell gets the call that he's been chosen by a clinic patient, all he's looking forward to is scratching a physical itch and possibly unlocking a new medical kink. Catching feelings is not part of the contract, but when he meets the gorgeous little redhead who's picked him, walking away from her after he's fulfilled his end of the contract is harder than he thought. Hard to think of leaving, and it's not the only thing she makes hard. Howl at the Moon audiobook coming soon. See, Mel, I think this one's just tailor-made for you.
Yeah, no, Roman. Again, there's no doubt. Like, male romance is just that. It's the dream of having somebody like you. That is the entirety of the male romance books. The female romance books are just one long, lurid description of dicks. That's all. That's all women care for. No intimacy, no feelings, just dicks. That's all.
I would like to defend myself by embarrassing myself, but still defend myself. There were a couple scenes in Milking Farm that I actually liked. But it was none of the sex scenes. It was actually the 2 scenes of romance that they actually had. Because, like you said, it's just all about cock and balls and milking and whatever the fuck it is. And so when we actually got to the romance part, when the Minotaur's actually trying to make her swoon, and it's not about his dick, then it's like, oh, this is good. And then the next paragraph, she then starts talking about his cock. The amount of times, especially later in the book, where there's finally talking about loving each other, she even has a whole paragraph describing him, and half of the paragraph is talking about his dick, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Just when you say that you love somebody, you're supposed to go you do talk about them and the traits that you obviously you love about them, but why is half the paragraph about his dick? This is just so frustrating. There was 2 bits of romance that were actually kind of nice, all things considered, and it's all from the Minotaur and none from her.
You know, Mel, I think it's kind of hard for the character of the book to figure out what she likes about him when her first introduction to him was his fucking cock.
What I found the most remarkable was you don't learn his name until page 100.
Yeah,
All built in then. He's just a faceless pair of balls. Fucking.
Trick or treat. Can I
It is
smell your feet?
genuinely quite awful. And again, the racial fetish aspect of it. So, okay. How have we rationalized the existence
Guarantees citizenship.
of a bull milking farm? Well, you see, in this world, they make Viagra out of bull chum.
Can I smell your feet?
And so they have to harvest 24 ounces of bull chum per cow
I have lost.
to produce Viagra for the lesser species. This is a universe in which the human men are not merely smaller, weaker,
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
less financially successful, but they need bull. They need to eat bull cum to become erect.
This is really Queen of Spades, the book.
It is. It actually is.
Oh my god. I know a few people who would like this book.
Okay, apparently chat's saying it's real. That's why they make Viagra in Ireland. They have good cows there. Wait, is that actually true? That's what?
Hold on.
You're fucking with us, right?
Hold on.
Yes. Via. God damn it. Yes. Viagra is a fairly simple chemical component. It's not. It's not bullshit.
I'm just enjoying Arch's suffering at this point.
It's like it's one of those things where I can handle the smut. Okay, it's cringe, but I can deal with it. But the fetish aspect of it is so dense you could carve it with a fucking knife. Good God.
I mean, Arch, did you really look at the picture of this book and say, man, yeah, this definitely is not fetish content?
Well, kind of. Again, what I was expecting was something more akin to Trailer Park Elves, which I really enjoyed. I got the rest of the books because they were great as background noise. They were reasonably well written. The story got a lot worse as the books progressed, and the gist of elves and trailer parks begin to fade, and so on. But it's all romance. It's all relationship. You know, it's just people caring for one another. And that's kind of pretty. That's kind of nice. And I was expecting, if anything, that the female-oriented version would be even more of that. That it would just be fifis and such nonsense. Because that's the mental stereotype that men have of women. And it just isn't. There's no feelings in there. The closest she comes to feelings is when she's fingering his fucking asshole.
Are you ready?
And she's like, oh, I could see myself together with this man for 20 years. His ass sure is puckering around my fingers.
Arch, you I swear.
Are you ready to run?
Sometimes I learned that you are still a little innocent in your view of women. You know of the game Love in Deep Space, right? You ignore.
No? Or wait, is that the one that tracks your period?
Yes.
Yes.
The one with the built-in period tracker.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
That game is like just one removed piece
I
of
have
fabric
lost.
away from just being porn.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my
in
god, I
one-
saw a clip
Did you see the new Zane cutscenes where it's just basically sex on screen?
Yeah. Like there was this clip about
Service
like because
guarantees
there's some
citizenship.
woman who was making a big deal about on Twitter how like his tattoos glow when he's going inside her, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Yes. Zane is my favorite boy from Love and Deep Space, honestly.
I don't play that game because that's too far
He-
for me. I'm like
He's
I would
he's a
probably
doctor.
way too much money on that. But then actual sex scenes is too far for me when it comes to like games because I don't like
I
that
mean,
kind of deal.
it's technically not, but it's heavily
Um.
implied. It is heavily
Uh.
fucking implied because it's
mm,
still available on the App Store, free, and it's what 16 plus.
uh. Yeah, that's still a sex scene in my eyes. Like literally, there might not be a dick or any tits out or anything like showing like that, but he's clearly humping her. His tattoo
Yes,
glows with every thrust. Yeah,
yes.
no, and that's a sex scene. I don't want to be a part of that. That's too far for me. That's too far for me.
And it's funny because at the end of that storyline, you just fucking die.
Wait, what?
You just fucking die. Because it's under the myths category where it's like he's the god of destruction and you're the goddess of life or whatever.
Oh, destruction. That makes sense. Is that kind of kink? Okay, yeah, I can see that.
It just basically you have the red string of fate around you two, and you're destined to run into each other. Blah 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 blah. All that shit. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad I never started playing that game.
I mean, hey, it's like this. This is the first time where he doesn't fucking die.
This is so fucking blackpilling. Okay?
Oh,
That's what this
there's
is.
also that meme about like with the werewolf and the woman walking away, putting her pants up, like women are perverse creatures, and a world full of innocent men. That I feel like that's Arch right now. He just
Yes.
It's like literally, kind of, because I came from this, from worlds of just like huggy wuggy fluffy romance. That's all it is. Like, all Trailer Park Elves is a man fulfilling his two primary fetishes, the two unrealistic expectations of his life. One, being useful and being appreciated for it, and two, having a female who likes him. Apparently, that is more of an absurd fucking expectation than I'd ever believed. As, even if the woman pretends, guys, it's just to get out of your balls. That's it. There's no feelings involved. It's just relentless horny. That's all.
Well, I mean, if we want to dig a little deeper, you could maybe make the argument that, you know,
Oh, here
thanks
comes
to
the cope.
feminism, a lot of women, are these strong, independent girl bosses. They can't keep a relationship, and so and most women want a man that's stronger than them because that's the biological instinct for it, and they want to breed because they're supposed to be having kids in their early 20s. And so a lot of these women, like the author here, because especially if you read her description, she is the definition of what I'm describing, are in their 30s. They, like I said, they can't keep a relationship, and they're desperate for one. But they, like the book says, what kind of
I have
feminist
lost.
are you? It's like some weird justification to have a man that is stronger than them, that does have a career and can take care of them, within their feminist lens. And it's just basically they're horny as fuck because they just missed their they missed the clock.
I don't know, maybe, but the one thing that didn't make me laugh a bit was it. It's just basically it sounds like the same excuse that people would make to justify why they started an OnlyFans. Because let me see, I marked this page somewhere where she was watching one of the chicks
I have
do the
lost.
milking shit, and she was like, "Oh, at least this is better than doing sex work." And she was like, "Oh, well, it's kind of like sex work, but everyone sees it differently because unlike humans, some creatures go through heat cycles, so we're heat relievers." I'm like, "Stop it! Stop it!"
Yes. The entire book is basically the woman trying to justify her fetishes as not her fetishes. That's all. There's lengthy description of how she thinks nothing of jerking off dozens of bulls every day, but his giant schlong is different. It's like she's sitting there thinking, wow, I really like bull cock, but I don't want to look like a slut or anything. So I'm at least going to choose a bull cock. I'm still going to jerk off dozens of them, but this one is special. There's even a scene where after they've been banging, she's like, hey, do you want me to quit my job as a professional hand jobber? And the bull is just like, no, of course not. I love the thought of you stroking off dozens of fucking men every day.
He's like, what kind of grade A piece of shit would I be? And he has this whole, like, male feminist spiel. Actually, I mean...
Yeah, why would I ever
pulled up right here.
Why would I prevent my woman from jerking off other men? That'd be weird.
Yeah, and then she talks about like how there's I'm sure there's women out there who would love to be taken care of with their man, but she's strong and independent and she doesn't want to do that because she doesn't want to be chained down and blah 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 blah. And it's like, oh my god, I hate feminists.
Oh yeah. And it's like just another reason why she justifies getting this job is she's like, I need to pay off all my credit card debt and I don't want cheap coffee anymore. I want the expensive coffee now.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, that's such a like OnlyFans excuse. But like
Yes!
she kept on going on for like many chapters about the generic brand orange juice. And I was just like, what? Or you're complaining about getting just generic brand orange juice? Like I get the credit card debt. I mean, not an excuse for sex work. But like the focusing on the orange juice was just like, but that's like what's bad with the generic brands? Like though I know there are like certain things that are better when it is name brand, but it's orange juice. Like she just makes this huge deal about it like it's some big sign of poverty to have to get generic brand. And it's like of orange juice. I just the thing certain things that she would focus on in the book would show just how out of line her priorities are, I would say. Or like the fact that like she had like a $20 left and she decided she's like, yeah, I need to actually use this to buy groceries. But it's been a rough day, so I'm gonna actually buy slightly more expensive coffee and this like honey bun thing. And it's like, okay, I get it. Everybody has rough days and you do want to spoil yourself a little bit when that happens. But if you only have $20 to your name and you need to buy groceries, I don't think that's the best way to spend your money at all.
Well,
Women
again,
should not have credit cards and financials.
It's all about making it so she has to do this. She's literally putting herself in a position to do this. Okay, yeah. I have some wonderful excerpts from this book that I've marked out for your voice acting needs.
Oh god.
Are you able to tell us what page? Are we going to have to determine the timestamp page?
I've copied it.
God damn it.
I'll just put it in the stream room. There you go. Mal can take the first one.
Oh, that's where one of the typos are at. That
Yep.
I marked down. Oh god. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink some water so I can do this
yep.
top tier.
Of course, you got to drink a little bit first.
Oh god.
So this scene in the book happens when they're at a cafe where the main character is talking to her mother, and the mom is like, "So, what is this new job you're doing?"
Oh, fuck. Okay. Ready, steady, go. You haven't even told us what you're doing. Aunt Gracie was so excited to hear you found a good job. You need to call her and tell her all about it. Typo, something that she'd gone stomping back to the locker room that morning, coated in a ridiculous amount of bull semen, and decided that it was a conversation best avoided. It's a pharmaceutical company, Mom.
Mother, it's a pharmaceutical company. What do you do with this pharmaceutical company? Oh, just jerk people off. It's pretty normal. And
Well, one of the things about the sorry, go ahead.
Guarantees.
like they keep portraying the mother as she's like completely unreasonable, whereas the mother's actually being fairly reasonable. It's like, listen, you're having a hard time in the big city. You're buried in debt. Why don't you come home a little bit? You can rally. Everything will be fine. And the main character knows that she's ashamed of herself. She knows she can't make it on her own. She's overeducated, unemployed, and deep in debt. And the only way she can pay her bills is by jerking off cocks. And so she's just telling her mom, it's like, it's fine.
I have lost.
It's just a pharmaceutical job.
Yeah, like one of the pages I have marked early on in the book, and I should have I wrote down the pages, but I didn't write down exactly what's what. But her mom is actually really sweet and supportive. And then it's really annoying because basically the whole description of her mother is how suffocating she is, but every single time her mom talks, it's nothing but love and support and everything's fine. And then when the ex-high school sweetheart comes around and her mom's trying to like get her to get with him, like the amount of just essentially NTR and talking about how awful he is. There's even one paragraph about how like, wow, being divorced before 30 and living home with your parents, well, that's something to aspire to. And it's like, bitch, like, you might not be divorced, but before you're 30, but not like you're doing much better, miss. I'm in debt and having to do sex work just to pay my credit card bills. Like, just the whole
You
talk about
ignorant slut.
home, her mom, and what's with the humans in general is so misconstrued, and yet, like, I don't know, it's just, it annoys me to no end.
Yeah, because there's also a constant talk about diversity. How Cambridge Creek, the place full of the monster people, like, oh, it's so diverse. Everything's so much better here. The people are so much better. The food is so much better. The ambiance is so much better. And there's none of those racist humans around judging me for being a professional prostitute.
I have lost. Shit.
We need to bring back shame. That's what we need. More shame.
I agree.
We need to bring
Same.
back shame. Violent amounts of shame.
Repeal the 19th. Stop women having credit cards. I don't know, maybe stop them at least writing. Reading might not be so bad, but definitely stop them allowing them to write. And just lock them in a
Are you
cage
ready
already.
to rut this yellow mare's fluttery?
They don't
buttery
deserve
butt?
rights.
They deserve less than merely having things taken away from them. This requires punishment.
You ignorant slut. Kinky.
I think the woman would like that.
I don't know. I'm thinking things like being doused in cold water and left outside during the middle of winter. That kind of punishment.
They still
I
probably
mean-
would like that.
Temperature play, that is a thing.
Lum.
And plus, women are so used to being cold and with like cold feet and hands and everything like that. It'd be no different.
Yeah.
That is actually a thing. And this is one of the things that is the most selfish aspect of women everywhere. When they have completely freezing limbs and they seek out the warmest part of the body of their opposite number. I was like, I'm just gonna put my fucking ice cold toes here for a while. You do that, and you shouldn't do this. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, it's because women have a lower core body temperature and not so good blood circulation, which is why we're cold, and which is why we are naturally drawn to the natural heater that is a man.
And it's a good excuse for cuddling. So, it's a package deal when you get a woman. You just gotta deal with that.
You just have to deal with the shock of cold hands.
For like 5 minutes, but then you get cuddles and it's a nice time.
Yeah.
I feel like this is cope.
No.
Justification, but not cope.
I feel like this is definitely just more cope.
I mean, it's also why we take like scorching hot showers too. And then men are just like, why is the water so hot? I'm gonna die.
Oh my god, when my sister was living here when I was younger, my dad complained about it all the time because the bill would go so much higher when she was here. Because but then again, she's got a multitude of issues and she would take like hour-long showers, so it's a bit of a different story. But yeah, it was bad.
And there's also a big aspect of this being kind of the modern feminist fantasy of this as well, right? Because our main character has done everything right. She's taken all of the education, as the feminists say. She's an independent woman living on her own, as the feminists say. She refuses to rely on the patriarchy or her family or just settling with some guy who's clearly way below her standards, as the feminists say. She refuses to take a lower paying entry job because it can't pay for her fucking credit card bills. And so she's stuck. She's fucked. She's screwed. Best case scenario, she would be working some low-wage work forever, cursing her feminist arts degree for the rest of her life. But then, this magical job comes around, which allows her to be... She's super talented. It just so happens she's really good at giving handjobs. Which also has that repressed sexuality of the feminist, like, yeah, I'd be really good at this if it wasn't for my feminist beliefs. And a man comes in, successful, rich, doting, and just instantly falls completely in unreasonable love with her. Without having seen her, without having talked to her, he's just like, my God, you middle-aged girl failure, you... I have to have you. Come live in my townhouse apartment.
With our perfect tiny little hands.
Yes. And so the man comes in and saves her from her own mistakes.
Also, it's like, another thing, as soon as Mouse had tiny little hands, the part of the book where the bull dude thinks that she's fucking jailbait.
Yeah, okay, so there's a weird part of the book, because his main fetish is her tiny little hands on his dick, which comes across like some serious, like if we're being charitable, size play, if we're not, vibes. But there's a part where she's like, oh, he's trying to suss out my age. He doesn't want some young girl. No, he wants a mature woman with an education. Like, yes, that's definitely it. Because most successful men are like, yes, I'd like a middle-aged woman.
It's just... you would think, at least the first time that she was stroking him, he would ask, hey, are you of age?
Well, I think it's implied with the fact that where she works, because it is, I mean, they don't want to call it sex work, but...
asked if she was still in school, and then she used the term jailbait. She's like, okay, and have him think that I'm jailbait.
That's true.
Okay, but just imagine. I would love to see a book where it's just like some Fed posing as a minor. I would love to see like a federal takedown of this place. Oh man, that'd be great.
Well, that's Stiff Grip Sally, I'm sure. As there's a part of the book where she brings up a new girl and she needs to train her to jerk off. God damn it.
Are we sure? You know what? Are we sure this isn't like Bonnie Blue's pen name or something like that? Because she needs to. She writes about training other girls.
I don't know, but
Plus that they can be.
because this allows the main character to basically feel good about herself. How she's like, wow, I'm way better at jerking off balls than this girl. And that's kind of the pedestal she creates for herself. Like, listen, when I stroke the cow cock, I do it with precision. Look at this woman. No passion, no grip. Fuck me.
Well, there's a whole line in the book that she keeps repeating in it. It's actually how the book ends with the whole like, if the job was worth doing, it was worth doing it well. And so that was a reference to the beginning of the book because she was just like, well, this pays well, has good benefits, it makes me highly uncomfortable, but you know, I've always put in 110% and no matter what I was doing, so you know what, I'm gonna do this well, I'm gonna do this right. And so it irritates me when Stiff Grape Sally comes in and just a lazy bum and doesn't want to do anything because Gen Z sucks and millennial women are so much better.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do another quote for Lum Lum this time. Then I'll need to get through some super chats too.
Oh man.
I saved a
also-
nice one with testicles for you, Lum Lum.
No.
Oh no!
No. Why do you hate me?
Because I do.
I didn't do anything to deserve this. Fine. But there could be no question a moment later when a semi-erect Minotaur penis appeared through an opening beside the woman's head. Heavy-looking testicles hung behind the jutting appendage, and the foxwoman had beamed, depressing the pump of a large bottle on the table beside her, coating her gloved hands in oil. Once your room is set up and your client arrives, you'll need to ensure the collection unit is loaded and your client clipboard in order. Then there's only one thing left to do. Her smile had widened, showing a row of blinding white teeth offset with long, sharp, completely inhuman canines, and her hands had raised, gripping the erection without a moment of hesitation. Start milking. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Ticks, there should have been more passion in that.
Yeah, there should have been a little wink in the eye as you went milking, but she put extra effort in the milking part.
Shut up.
That's the part too. Okay. So the entire collection process, they even admit they could have just done this mechanically. They admit in the book, yeah, we could have just done this with a machine. But no, instead they have a woman under the table jerking them off.
Oh, actually, so did you guys read the section with the blue ribbon romance, which is the Minotaur's perspective of things?
No.
Okay, so that's in the physical copy of the book, and so it's a Minotaur's perspective. And well, before he like starts joining the farm, they have a whole like selection thing where they decide if you're actually worth paying because this place is much fancier and so much better than the other collections within the area. And one of the selling points about this milking farm is its personal touch. So apparently, you find out through his perspective that the other two locations don't actually have them giving hand jobs. It is just the machine, and it's like a suction thing, so it doesn't even have like a special like thing on the machine to help with the stroking process either. They're just like a machine that they just put their dick on and it like sucks them, I guess. I don't fucking know. So the milking farm specifically has the hands-on technique. So yes, it's and that's one of the selling points of it.
It's literally a
Yeah.
bordello. Good.
You know, Mel, we didn't even bring up the fucking
I
uniforms.
have lost. Shit.
Because they're not scrubs. They're little milkmaid uniforms.
Well, most of them are scrubs, but there's like specific scrubs like cow print for the good little cows that really like that fetish.
Yeah.
So it could have been worse because I do remember one point she was worried that the uniform was going to be like the little apron with the cow print and the little whatever detail that the fox woman was wearing in the ad, but the actual was more sterile, more like nursing scrubs. So it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Still, this is terrible book. And also for those that I see in chat asking why aren't we reading the whole book, Arch's channel would probably get instantaneously deleted once we get into any description of an actual milking session.
Oh, yes. Understand this, chat. It isn't even just copyright. The book is pure pornography fetish material. There are long, lurid, detailed descriptions of every fucking bump and rivet, okay? And again, like, it's not one scene. It's not two scenes. It's the entire fucking book. It never stops.
Yeah, when I wrote down the pages, I noticed that there are very few page skips that I actually had when it came to this, because some of these were typos, some of these were different things that I thought were interesting, but most of them were different forms of sex scenes that I thought we might voice that because the whole point of the book was supposed to be smut. And there are, yes, it's like page 3, then 4, then 5, then 15, 23. Finally have a big skip to 44, 49, 57 to 59, 62, 65, 66, 70, 72. And it's like there's on average there's like a 2 to 5 page skip for the different pages that I wrote down that I thought were interesting to do on average. There's not very many big page jumps that didn't have anything worthwhile not to talk about.
Yeah, no. It's just porn.
Service
Alright,
It is not while we're in chat.
I need to catch up on some of the, because there's been too many already. God damn it. Marksman, Lum Lum in the cuck chair.
I have lost.
You know? Okay, right. What is the... I kind of want to have a fund now for more of these, just so I can force White to draw more. Because I know this piece upset him. Because I explained to him what I wanted him to draw, and he was like, I've never drawn anything like that before.
He did a good job. I hate the thumbnail, but he did a very good job.
The art is fantastic. I hate everything about it.
Yep.
And he was agonizing over it, because at first he's like, it could make cow Lum Lum, but that would look terrible. Like, I don't mind. Would she mind being a cow? I was like, I don't know. And he's eventually just like, you be the cow. Like, okay. And then he had like 3 versions of Lum Lum in the background because he didn't want to upset Lum Lum either, and ended up on this one where she's supposed to just be disgusted by everything, but the rest of the chat is mostly just like, no. Lum Lum just said there aren't any feet. I guess I should have asked him to have a hoof in the picture.
No.
But it came out amazing. Like the hard outlines look fantastic. The shading in the hair is absolutely brilliant. Like the shading of the tree above the like blurred background. It's an amazing piece. Just an unfortunate subject matter.
You better praise Vite as much as you could. He did such a good job. I plan on hiring him as well. once he opens commissions again.
I've sent him threats now that he better behave, or I'm going to send him more furry commissions. Hopefully he'll behave. Let's see. Oh, God. All right. Right. I'm still trying to get used to the kick background. The kick background is... You know, it's not terrible. It's way better than Rumble's background, but they still have some minor... I almost caught myself saying Minotaur issues. I have my brain damage. My brain damage has gotten more severe. Help. Help. Brain damage. Eroding. Thinking capabilities.
This was your idea, by the way.
Yep.
Holodin, got milk? Okay, yes, also, so the book goes on to stress on repeated occasions that the average miniature ejaculation is 24 fluid ounces. 24 fluid ounces, chat.
Yeah.
Prison Warrior 1, damn it, I have been looking forward to the stream, and of course it happened on those days I can't catch it live. Also, that is some great art. Yes, it is. Rasmus 0211, Arch being degenerate warrants our shiny coin. Dyslexia. Just, can we get Arch Lumin Amal to read Hogfather in December? Amal could probably do a great death voice and Lum Lum a good Mr. Tea Time voice. Hogfather? Father Jackson looks like Minotaur is now Arch's new persona. Pook, stop edging the chat and start already. There is actually edging in the book too, don't worry. There's... Okay, so they start dating, right? And they skip all of the dates. They just go and... We've been dating for several months now, and he hasn't tuned once. She's basically been blue-balling him for months because he doesn't come into his milking sessions anymore because he feels bad.
Service guarantees citizenship.
And all
Well,
this
that's on him because she complains about not. She constantly complains about not getting dicked down once they start dating, and then she's ecstatic when that finally happens.
Well, yes, but she's also complains that, oh, but if he just fucked her, she'd always be worried. It's one of those woman things where, on the one hand, she just wants to be brutalized. On the other, she wants to be treated like a dainty princess.
Yes.
Like, ruin me, daddy, but not that way.
I mean, that is, like, the sad thing about this book is that it's definitely written by women, because there are definitely times where I'm like, yeah, that's a mood. I've done that before. And that's just one of those woman moments, 100%.
Ah, and Mal immediately leads to defense. Yeah, I'm difficult like that too. Mal, back in the corner.
At least I admit it.
158. Wonder how many will unironically rub out to this. A lot. This is like an Amazon bestseller. Like this is actual female fetishism here. Akin Backtune. Amal keeps going about no parasocialism, but I think she'll be able to straighten her. But I think she'll be able to straighten her life and read romantasy insanity, fun, and all but pursuing moving past Gunner junk. I don't even know.
Those are words.
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 I had a hard time parsing. Krieger, more money for actually doing this goofy nonsense and to support my favorite VTuber. Thanks. Sand, Skullthrone, late Swedish communist dev, Primaris Marine, Vosh, horse, and kib. I am not Vosh. I'm the opposite. I am the cow. Sandoom. What about the avalanche of Asan dog shock memes? Hold on, I still have it linked up. I can play the shock at any moment, chat. Do not antagonize.
Oh yeah. Speaking me a shock. Hey Mal, did Arch try to inquire about getting a shot collar?
Yes.
You too?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Chat. We could easily set up a shock collar for both of them.
Chat controlled shot collar or just Arch controlled shot collar?
No, chat controlled.
No.
Every $50.
Are you ready to
Zap.
wet the
Oh,
yellow mare's
no.
buttery butt?
It is within our power, chat. Lumi loves feet. She does. Hello, love. Hail out. High rest. Lumi, don't be afraid to look lovingly into Amal's eyes as she milks you. Feel free to tell her how good she is, too.
One, I
Crack
hate
Jones.
you. Two, I would always I will always tell Mal that she does a good job.
I don't like how you said that.
Oh, come on, Mal. Come on, Mal. You're doing such a good job.
Kill yourself.
Do you have tiny little hands, Mel?
Yeah.
We both have tiny little hands.
I don't know about you, Lum. You complain about destroying your own pants.
My thighs are thick. My hands are not.
Perfect, George. Boo. Money jump scare. Thank you.
Are you
And
ready to
Renaults.
wet this
Love the
yellow
40k
mare's
lore video.
buttery
Trade loyalist.
butt?
Though, did he not bring up the Anachronite? Because you didn't know? Because he's new law. New law. Hate new law. Since a word bearer who went loyalist after Cal seems on topic. Hate new law. Hate new law. Be bash. Arch, you don't have to do this to yourself. Think of the therapy pills, man. So Steve. Painful Minotaur reading fund. Oog, women are the target audience. Oh, that brings up another repressed fucking memory. Okay, so there's also long parts of the book where she describes him snuffling at her and mooing. Is this another one of your weird things?
It is labeled a monster bait romance. But no, not for me personally.
Lum's being
I'm
very
very
quiet.
basic bitch. Werewolves and vampires. That's it. That anything more than that, it's a little bit
Hold
too
on.
inhuman.
I just realized something.
What?
Moose Man.
Oh.
What about him?
Moose Man.
Oh.
Mises are much like cows. They snuffle too.
Oh my god.
Oh, that makes
You
so much
ignorant
sense.
slut.
Shut up!
Do you make him moo?
No, I don't!
Filthy Lum. Disgusting.
Shut up, Arch!
Oh no. Bull cum. Viagra. Cum cookies. Lum. No.
Everything's all coming together.
Shut up, Al!
He's making a strong argument. You're not.
Shut
Make me.
Okay, I'll need your address. I'll be right over.
Good luck finding me.
Damn it. It's just
Morning glory to the moosening.
the moosening.
I have lost. Shit.
All I'm saying, Moose Man, if she starts measuring or something, just run.
She probably already has. That's why she's with him.
Oh my god.
I have lost.
God damn it. Lum, why must you be like this?
I'm happy this is the one ArchCast he's not listening to. No, babe, no!
Lumi loves feet. If we set up fun, she would let Amal and Lumi take turns as the monster. She would just assume that Amal wants to always be the woman because it's her. Huntington, Montgomery, and Everett Publishing, Kindle Direct Publishing and its consequences. Indeed. Atonement Meowgumite is so forward in this thumbnail. My oh my. Yeah, definitely not. Meowgumite's a pillow princess. This is fiction. Jackson Voorhees, can we have today's thumbnails desktop download? I don't know if I want to. Shadowfox, now we need Meowgumite to do some artwork for this stream. I
No.
like that Meowgumite has stuck now. Because that is my entire mental image of Mal now. Because she sends me random messages like 7 or 8 in the morning. And it reminds me of my old cat who would start pawing at the door because he'd realize it made a knocking noise because there was a little bit of room. So it goes dunk, 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 dunk. To wake me up in the middle of the night. So I'd go, what cat? Meow. Then it turns around and walks and just fucking leaves. That's Mal.
It's not my fault you are 6 hours ahead of me, so by the time I get done with stream, it's that early in the morning when I respond to your messages.
Mechanic's on duty. I'm just waiting for the kiddo to stumble across the physical books and ask Lumi to read it to them. Oh no.
No.
Darkwood, what is it at the moment? Darkwood, what? That's a good question. Hiccups. What is Darkwood at the moment? See, you guys need to start lobbying each other more. If you'd lobbied for funds for all of the preceding Superchats that you probably would have funded the entirety of Darkwood already. In fact, you would have. As is at 185 now. Fred58, is this the female fantasy? Yes. And it's disgusting. PP Bash, Lumi's feet art are Venetian masterpieces compared to these books. I know. When Lum Lum made meatballs in the shape of feet and started eating them live on stream, that was weird. But it's still better than this.
The hell kind of fever dream did you have?
No, actually, you know, I did have a dream like that. Not quite, but close.
Why?
Well, I don't know, but I remember it vividly. I went to a party, and then a woman was killed at this party, and then people started eating her body, and I remember explicitly that they stuffed her heart with chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is your cheese-filled dream. That's right.
Yeah. That's one of those dreams that I have a vivid memory of, even now, like days after it happened, because like, that's weird.
Interesting.
Stop eating cheese before bed.
No.
Yes.
The Skullstone 888. Arch, your suffering is your toll for the lifestyle you're working toward. Chat has such sights to show you. Maranga 2. Amalgamite. Seeing as Lumi didn't want to explain it to Arch, explain the Homestuck bucket to him.
Nah, I'll pass.
Valamio. Demo for Systemic Wardrop. It looks like someone married Broken Arrow to a grand strategy game. You might be interested. Witcher Worm and Revengeance. I am, in fact, yes. I'm intending to check it out. Slux and Doppelganger. How many chairs did Mal ruin reading these? Oh, God.
0. Thank you very much. There was no snail trails made by reading this book.
No, there's no snail trails made by her. Just the wood was so saturated, it just kind of broke through.
God damn it. Father Jack, the stream should be renamed to Milking Minotaur. No. Minotaur? I don't know if I like that. John Jim for another 50. Thank you, sir. You convinced me, Arthur, that you want to read the second book. Here you go. Consider it your birthday book fund for the one after this one. Am I going to be like a booktuber? Is that my future now?
Can we count these as books? I don't know about that.
I wrecked the hull. Saw your video on Big E's quote change, and I agree it's bad overall, but it doesn't make more sense for it to say weapon. Instead, since it also use melee weapons, and some chapters specialize in them. I guess, but I don't think that was the rationale behind the decision. Also, I need to do the kick once before kick does something dumb and labels them as being sent 2,000 weeks ago. And we are over 1,000 followers on Kick now. Thank you very much, chat. Jay McWild sends Hell Yes, which is 1 kicks. And Draken resubscribes. Thank you. Skull emoji. I wish it would not do the little emoji thingies. It annoys me when it does that. It's dumb. Chaplain Weird Dream. Animals, arch savages. Savages, barely even human. They are savages, barely even human. Oh no. So it tells me that Kick takes less money, no? Is this true, Arch? Are the cuck chairs ready for the women, Arch? The depravity must harm everyone. God damn it. Lum, you're the expert on this. Is there a female term for cuck?
I think it's just cuck. I think it's a gender neutral term.
You think it's a gender neutral term? You mean you don't know?
Well, is
I'm not
cuck
into
queen?
NCR.
Mal
The
knows.
woman who does. No,
I
I'm asking a question.
I thought cuck queens were the chick that's getting banged.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
that was it or maybe, yeah.
I think that's just the woman in the bed.
Okay.
And yes, Kick chats count for 50% more when you donate to a fund, because I get more of it. And I want to encourage people to go to Kick.
Kick is superior.
Wabberjack for another 1,000 warp tokens. I wonder if we can start a fund for Arch and Sagan to voice act Madame Savvy erotic fanfiction while soaking their fern in curry? What?
Well, I'm down for starting a fund for Arch and Sargon to read that. I'm not sure about the rest of it.
I don't think any amount of money could convince Sargon to do an erotic fanfiction reading. The worst part is, too, I know if I and Sargon did erotic voice acting and got into it, there'd be a dangerous number of people who'd like it in the wrong way.
I mean, come on. If Sargon had a body pillow at one point, he can erotic read to fan fiction.
And it was an anime body pillow too,
Yeah,
so
and
he
it was
went
an
the full
anime body
mile.
pillow.
Ignorant slut.
I don't think...
Do
I
it,
have
do it,
lost.
do
We
it,
can AI
do
Sargon and not tell anyone.
it.
It wouldn't be the same.
I want to hear his pain and suffering while reading.
Arch and Carl shipping's real. It has been for a while, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, there was the ArchCast that I was on where their Arch went into vivid detail about cucking Dev with Sargon.
Mel, did you see the pictures that Boog made of Arch and Sargon?
I think so. That's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't... No. No.
You were thinking about it, though.
How much money could I charge for this? His Norwegian hands, Swedish hands.
I wonder how
rubbing
the British
back and
government would
forth.
try to smear Sargon if he did that. Oh, God.
Imagine that's what gets him arrested.
And with the Kick donation, that's now 550 for the next book. So, there you go.
Oh, God.
Reverend Norse, have Amal and Lumi read Trailer Park Elves and do a comparative analysis against Milking Farm. You know what? That would actually... okay, so there was another book chat recommended. Warlock? Which I think, if it's anything, is even more on the romance spectrum. It would be interesting to make the two of them read that. Because I bet you both of them would come back like, boring. No massive descriptions of penis. Upset now. See? Neither one is objecting. Neither one's like, no, we like the romance too. Both of them fully agree.
No, I was thinking about how I was like going to demand you to pay me to read
No,
it. Then.
you would. You were coping.
But then I was like, now he's egging me on because basically like, no, I'll read it and prove you wrong. And I was like, how do I respond to this without giving him satisfaction?
Any answer, including no answer, gives him satisfaction. We are in a lose-lose situation here, Mal.
That's unfortunate. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to fight back.
Guarantees citizenship.
Mal, he just read Milking Farm. There's no fighting back.
It might be futile, but I still try.
That's the thing. They don't want to chat. They don't want to read the romance. They'd be bored. Like, well, what is this? Feelings? Wow, disgusting.
I already said that.
I love a well-written romance, but unfortunately, a lot of female writers don't write very good romance.
Coping lies.
I already said that the two scenes that I like in this book were romance from the Minotaur. And then I was complaining about how she would ruin it the next paragraph talking about his cock.
Cope and lies.
I mean, all women do are is lies, so I don't know what to tell you there, but I swear I'm not this time.
Stephen Vest, this can only be a book of a Norwegian mind. Twisted and depraved. Written 58, and I quote, "The seam of his sack." Shoe on head, 2025. Never thought I would hear something that funny. Oh yes, there are lengthy descriptions about how she finds the seam of his ball sack particularly fascinating. Agnes the Red, hey Art, which one was worse, Milking Farm or War of the Beast? War of the Beast because it was longer, but only marginally. Picklefather Nurgle, Bull Lives Matter. Through the entire, it really does feel like some kind of like interracial porn fetish. All of it, it really does.
Well, okay. Can I read the description for the author from the book? It's pretty short.
Mal is eager. Go on.
Because that yeah, it backs up your claim. Fuck. The C.M. Nescosta is a U.S. Today best-selling author of monster romance and professional procrastinator from Cleveland, Ohio. She's always preferred Beast of Boys, the macabre to the milk toast, the unknown darkness in the shadows to Chad next door. She lives in a crumbling old Victorian with a scaredy cat dachshund, and where she writes non-traditional romances featuring beastly boys with equal parts heart and heat, and is waiting for the Hallmark Channel to get with the program and start a paranormal lovers series.
I know why that dachshund is so afraid.
Yes, so she does have a monster fetish, 100% racial fetish. I mean, the unknown darkness in the shadows to Chad next door. Keep in mind, Chad is capitalized.
You know, that could describe Mal pretty well too, especially the beast to boys part.
Like I said, I'm very basic. Werewolves and vampires. All women are into this. It's basic.
This has just been one very long blackpilling stream so far.
I'm also just kind of wondering why this book just suddenly blew up, because this book was originally published in 2021.
Well, I thought it was Arch found it and went viral on Twitter, and then everybody else started talking about it.
Well, I seen other people talk about it before Arch did, and then just it started going crazy.
Well, it's because it is so ridiculous. It's so blatant. I feel like she could have just made a hentai manga out of this.
Well, that requires some decent art, and seeing how well she writes, I don't think good art's possible.
Lord Kamina 2. Well, we know what's on Bao's wish list. Boog Hate Monka was right about women. Yes, they're wrong. Shadow Fox 2200. Well, Mal's going to buy the whole series after that description she just heard.
Service
We don't know she
guaranteed
hasn't
citizenship.
already.
I haven't.
Marked ashamed. Fairy Fleshlight is more appropriate than this. Unironically, I guarantee you, if you go online and you find the horniest male romance you can find, it's probably not even close to this. In fact, again, chat, if anyone out there reads like the male lit romance stuff on the regular, think of the horniest one you can think of. Send it to me. I want to compare now. Because I was genuinely shocked. I even had, I sent out like little tweets going, I'm 50 pages in. She can't stop talking about his cock. Does this keep going? Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, there's this Twitter account that I really like called Revenant, and he's talked about this
I have
quite in depth.
lost.
And apparently, this milking farm isn't even that bad compared to normal female romance
There's
books.
worse.
Apparently, there's worse. No, and yes, I would not know about it because I don't read this stuff.
I have lost. Shit.
So
And
apparently,
yet
there's worse.
you're weirdly well informed.
Because he talks about it on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
It's like, honestly, with this book series, I'm kind of curious on what book 4 is about because it's some goth chick and a ghost. So I wonder how that's gonna go.
Fred and
Well,
58.
there's also a spider book too.
Repeal
Yeah,
the
there's
19th Amendment. Yes. Pickle Father Nurgle, judgment of Amalgamite intensifies. It should never have slackened to begin with. There can be naught but judgment. Continuous, strident condemnation. Okay. I need to find my... okay. I have more quotes we need to get through as well. Let's see. Ah. These are good. Right. We'll give another one to Mal.
Okay. Oh. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The goal for every client is a plentiful, speedy collection. That is the expectation with which you will approach every shift, getting our clients in and out and on with their day, all while maintaining our quality protocols. A plentiful, speedy collection makes for happy clients and a productive farm.
Disgusting.
You know, that just reminds me, between each milking session, you only have 15 minutes to get cleaned up and to go to the next one.
Well, they have specific janitorial ones that take care of the most of the cleaning
Yeah.
process for them. That's one of the other benefits that they sell with the milking farm in particular compared to the other 2 locations within the same area. So,
what does this imply, Mal?
well, when you have to collect 24 fluid ounces, Which is crazy to think about because I have two 24 fluid ounces water bottles right next to me. It tends to leave a little bit of a mess, even though their whole job is to not do so. But you know, they want the best service for the best cows, the offer for the awful, disgusting humans and how weak they are.
24 fluid ounces. That's crazy, says Mal. I have 24 ounces right here and 2 bottles.
Yes, because I'm a water whore, not a milk whore.
It just gets slowly worse. And another one for Lum Lum.
Oh, that was one of my favorites.
That one's good.
Fuck. Okay, fine. I had a feeling that this quote was gonna come up.
It's a good
because you hate
quote.
me.
And it's on page 2.
I know. Fine. Is that what you want? For the last thing that sweet old woman sees is some Minotaur getting a tug job? Get a fucking grip and make up your mind.
This was on page 2, as she was living in an apartment with a poor old lady, and she was re-watching the Minotaur jerking off introductionary video for like the 12th time, replaying the jerk-off part over and over again, as she
And masturbating.
as she sat there gooning.
And it's like she tells us that this poor old woman just wanders around because she has dementia, accidentally walking into her apartment unit. 1, get a lock. 2, no, stop it!
The dangers of being a poor old woman around such filth. This is why I'm glad that both of you don't live in civilization.
Me too, but for other reasons.
Let's see. Ah, yes, this one's good too. The whole part about how she's totally not doing this for any sex job reasons. There. No one from Al.
Okay. Violet echoed with her own weak chuckle, feeling queasy at the thought. She didn't want to be part of these men's fantasies. She wanted to be an invisible presence under the bench beneath them, wanting to tell herself she was performing a technical action no different than drawing blood. And more importantly, she wanted to believe it.
The cope. The sheer amount of cope. Yes, I may
Seriously.
be jerking off cocks, but it's nothing else but different from drawing blood.
Well, there's definitely some fetish part about it because, like, she wanted to be an invisible presence under the bench beneath them. Like, yeah, you definitely want to be an invisible presence, you know, underneath them like that, huh? Like, it's definitely implied that she actually really likes it. She just wants to be used.
And then Mal steps in to project, I guess.
I have lost. Shit.
It's not it's written in the text. It's not hard to imply.
I don't know. I feel like this was rather interpretive.
Because she wanted to believe it. Like she's like she wants to believe it, but she doesn't. She knows in her heart of hearts she actually enjoys being treated like a whore because it's totally not sex work.
Mal.
You ignorant slut.
Yes, Lum Lum. That is exactly it. You ignorant slut.
Hey, Arch.
Yes, Lum Lum.
You want to? Okay, no, you just put your. Did you put your kick link wrong or something? Because your kick link is saying that it's not leading to anywhere. Yeah, you put your wrong kick link in your fucking description, Arch.
How should I know?
Good job, Arch.
How
thought
should
you
I
got
know?
banned somehow.
How should I know?
Here, for whoever thought that he got banned off a kick, no, this is his kick.
Are you ready to rut this
Jesus
yellow
Christ,
mare's
you
fluttery,
scared me, and it's not
fluttery
even my channel. Man, why do I think to check these things for you more faster than I check my own stuff?
You should. It would be beneficial for you to do so.
Oh God, I'm whipped.
Correct.
Shut up. What the fuck did you put in the description?
I don't know.
I will be right back.
I'll get through a few more then. B-Bash, women only want one thing, and it's big and musky. They do talk about the musk as well on multiple occasions. They do that. They do that. Excuse me. Hiccups. Shadowfox 2300. Mal's favorite Pokemon is the Houndoom evolution line. I don't even think that was a Pokemon back when I collected Pokemon. Marksman, start a fund for another white art piece with Amal in the cock chair, seething in the background, and Luma being stepped on by one of Bullart's hooves. Lum Lum happy.
No.
We can torture everyone, including the artist. Lum Lum, why do you do this?
I didn't do anything.
Sculptor 888, medical kink. I hate it here. I don't even know if it's a medical kink. I don't know what it is. I can't adequately or accurately describe what it is. All I know is it's wrong. Cthulhu to be fair, like 6 years ago, I found that a game dev I like wrote zombie apocalypse smut fic with zombie dogs, and now she releases games on Steams, some even safe for work. Okay. Zombie apocalypse smut fix. This sounds like your area of special expertise, Lum Lum.
I mean, I've never read Zombie Apocalypse smut fics. Mostly because I wasn't really into, like, The Walking Dead or anything like that. But I know they're out there. I know there's some very popular ones out there.
There's probably an entire genre of this, isn't there?
Arch, I will send you the website Archive of Our Own. And you can just see the amount of kink tags that there are.
Why would you do that to me?
Because you made me do this.
I keep getting blamed for all of these horrible things that I've never done.
Okay.
Oh, Dragon Metal on Kick says there are good zombie hentai. Are there? Are there?
I mean, there's basically, like, fetish content for literally everything, so.
Tigerfish, the description of the junk is so they can get the correct Bad Dragon adult toy.
I'm sure there's probably already one as a Minotaur. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Mal,
Yes.
why are you so confident? What makes you so sure, Mal?
Because a long time ago at this point, I did look into it out of curiosity just to see what all the hubbub was about. And no, I did not buy one, thank you very much, because I was like, this is weird.
Ah. You heard it here, chat. She didn't buy one.
I didn't buy any! Any! Any!
Can I so
Better,
agree?
Mal, better. Starvera sent 5 ArchCast gift memberships. Thank you very much, sir. Mirror49, bull's genitals contain sildenafil, the active ingredients in the FDA-approved prescriptive drug Viagra, used to treat erectile dysfunction. Well, genitalia, yes. That's why the Romans were like, we're going to eat bull testicles, because that seems entirely on point. In fact, there was even a scene in the Rome show where they give the young Roman, I think was it goat balls or something? They're like, listen, this will help. Nolly, me who just walked in. So Arch, how was the book, Arch? He's just a faceless pair of balls. Me, I see. He is just a faceless pair of balls. Blank. Oh, hey, Arch, it's live. I wonder what the stream is about. Well, now you know. Adrian Robledo, congratulations on coming out of the closet, Arch. Thanks. Mason Mark, could one of you guys adopt me? My grandma, who doesn't like white people, and my sister, who's a BLM supporter, are coming over. Listen, you're in America. There's plenty of room out there in the wilderness. Build a tent. And hey, look, we've got Disparu in chat too. Disparu, you should come on sometime.
Disparu, look away. Look away.
There's plenty of fun and games to be had here. You can bully Lum Lum too. Airy, barely related, but I think Amal and Lumi should check out Sensei, I Like You So Much, a fangirl fanfic writer VN Sim.
Okay. I'll add it to my Steam wish list.
Agent Robledo, I draw that kind of material for a living, and can reliably say my women commissioners are the most deranged ones, often size difference and Minotaur. Of course. Ziddy, enjoy these books while they last, for they shall be set ablaze soon. I'm not even opposed to this thing existing at all. I think it's fine that this exists. I was just shocked at how blatant it was. R worded, Mal, women, B, shopping. Shopping? Oh, bad dragons. I understand.
No.
That guy Gas, lads, and this farm book are why I don't take the target audience seriously. YouTube won't let me say what biological trait Lumi has when discussing life. Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't necessarily think we need any of this. Listen, Nogus, this for the next book. Hawk Fish Hey från Sverige.
Are you
Okay.
ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery?
We are quickly funding more books. Much
I
too.
swear to God, the other physical copies better not be $20 a fucking piece. I don't want to say that I spent $100 on this goddamn book series.
Are you ordering all of these in like premium hard book versions or something?
No, these are paperback.
Yeah, I'm a hard book slut, and I'm getting this in paperback because fuck that shit.
There's not even hardcover copies available because this is a cheap fucking book.
Like, after we finish this series, their bookshelves will just look like this. It'll be giant
No.
leather-bound tomes of Milking Farm. 3 different...
No.
Wait, that's how you paid so much for it? Because you bought one version to read, one version to store forever, and one version to laminate.
No!
That's a little weird, but nothing that I wouldn't expect at this point.
Oh my
Those are the
God.
pretty Barnes and Nobles. Oh, look, there's the Count of Monte Cristo version that I have in there. See, I love those. See, those are the good ones. Good books, actually really good books that are worth the time to read, have great stories, absolutely amazing. Those are worth the extra money to get the pretty covers and the high quality pages and everything like that. I am not doing that with the Milking Farm series. No. No.
She's already accepted for there to be a series that she'll own. She just doesn't want it to be that pretty. Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
At least you have some standards, Mal. Oh. Stop the noise.
What noise?
Kick randomly turns on the noise in the background, which is upsetting to me.
And that's why I mute the tab itself. I just go to the tab, I right-click, mute tab, and then it won't do that.
That might actually be smart, Lum Lum. Why didn't you say this before?
I didn't know you were having these issues, Arch.
Valro, book suggested for Arch, Wild Wastes, Fostering Faust. Both by Randy Darren, are good reads with enough intimacy for comparison. Also, Super Sales on Superheroes by William D. Arandi is good. Fostering Faust.
Trick or treat. Can I smell you?
That is a title. That is a title and a half. Does this have anything to do with that Faust? Because I'm pretty sure I once read a French thing where they were talking about carving holes into one another for their gratification. That was weird too. Was it as weird as the Milking Farm? Only maybe. Only maybe. I can't say for certain. It was French, so it has more of a, room for leeway. Pickle Father Nurgle? Wait, so here her job is to harvest the Minotaur so they can make medicine. Yet she got covered in it? How much product does this woman waste? I'd have fired her immediately. In her defense, she only was covered once because one of the good little cows, which are the cows that come in there and enjoy being milked, was a bit of a quick shot and ends up covering her before she could place the milking bottle in the way.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
So, don't worry, chat. Relatively little of the precious fluids go to waste. Are you happy with that, chat? Does that please you? Axe Prime. This book makes my purchase of Son of the Hero King feel like I bought high-class literature. That book started out kind of rough, but became kino. Son of the Hero King. There are too many of these. Now, okay, so we talked about the whole Amazon direct-to-publishing thing, right? It's actually something that I like the idea of, because it does mean that anyone can produce whatever they want. Basically, there's really no censorship at all. You just put up whatever you want, and if it gets an audience, then it gets an audience. If it doesn't get an audience, then it doesn't get an audience. And I imagine like 90% of it is probably so utterly and completely drowned in stuff that most people probably never sell a single copy. But I still like the idea. You know, theoretically, in theory, it is an excellent way for anyone to become a writer and to make people free of the publishing presses, which, of course, one, took an enormous portion of the actual earnings, and two, also determined what could and could not be published. And wasn't there a whole thing where they refused to publish J.K. Rowling's writings? So clearly, their taste isn't exactly universal.
It's like, I think Amazon's direct to publish is like, to me, it feels like, you know, how anyone can upload their game to Steam, and there's just like a bunch of porn games that no one will probably ever buy. It's the same with these books. Anyone can publish any like smut junk that they want. Sometimes people will buy them for the laughs. Sometimes they just kind of sit there. And then just randomly blow up like Milking Farm did.
Yeah. And that's kind of fine. Because that's pretty much just how YouTube works as well. Anyone can upload whatever they want within the very stringent rules and guidelines of YouTube, of course. And if it gets popular, great. If it doesn't, well, maybe try something else, you know? It's a good idea. Dreyfy, I go away for work a couple of months. I come back for a week, and this is what you guys are doing. Delving into the Rubik's Cube of female mind to examine their hypocritical, weird fetishes. Yep, it was Mal's idea.
Huh?
Weird. I dare Hollywood to make this movie. You know what? Yes. Yes. Let's do what Mal said and make Hallmark movies out of this.
I did not say that. That's what the author wanted.
Well, you read it, so therefore you said it, right?
Because I thought it was funny. It's funny that she's so pathetic. More than I am.
True,
You're
but
saying something.
you still read it, which means you said it. See how the semantic works out in my favor?
I hate you so fucking much. I just want you to know that.
Because, okay, you know what? Unironically, this would be a step in the right direction. If something like this is actually made into a thing, great. Because this has got to be the least censorious thing they could possibly do. If we arrive at a position where shit like Milking Farm is available for streaming, then we can all kick back and just be like, okay, yep. We don't need to fight anymore. Censorship is dead. Anything and everything is available, no matter how crazy it is. Perfect. I still think perhaps that it's going to traumatize a few children whose parents haven't figured out parental control. But you know what? Survival of the fittest. Spawn Freak. Next big novel, The Princess and the Turtle King. I feel like that might actually be an actual book. Sentinel Rex, this book is telling it all the feminists when backed into a corner financially and without a love life, they will go back to factory reset in the worst way, doing feminist gymnastics to justify it. Yes. And that probably brings us to the best quote in the entire book. Let's see. There we go. So this one comes from the bull's point of view. So I will grace you with the very first archian erotic reading in your lifetime. It might be your last, chat. I'm just saying. The problem now is I need to stop smiling to read this. And it's so fucking corny because I know how this is going to go. No, That's absolutely not happening. Put that away. She'd not thought about it until the day after their first dinner together, realizing in mortification that she ought to have attempted to pay her half of the bill. What kind of feminist are you? She couldn't remember the last time she'd been out and hadn't paid for her half, including her coffee date with Carson Tinsley, which accounted for how infrequently she went anywhere. She had come prepared that night, several weeks of her tips smothered and tucked into her wristlet. But I didn't even offer to pay half the other night. I should have, Violet. If the commanding rumble of his voice hadn't silenced her, the heat of his hand dropping to her knee would have. Mal, don't make this any harder. Mal, go into the other room.
Help it.
I don't want you to feel that you don't have any agency here. I might be the one giving all the orders, but you hold all the cards. Your comfort is the only thing that counts right now, and if I overstep, I want you to know you can tell me so. But that's not happening. Shut up, Mal!
We need quiet so this can be clipped properly.
Mal is having a hard time breathing.
Mute yourself.
Don't think I'm unaware we're at different points in our careers. You can say no, you can say you don't want to see me again, you can tell me to stop coming to the farm when you're working. It's dinner, not a down payment on your time. But I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone. So when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story. She was a good feminist, she told herself. And she definitely couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment that he would have appreciated a blowjob, she would have fallen face first on his cock with an open mouth without a shred of hesitation.
I'm suffocated right there.
You know, I think I could say this is probably better writing than the Rings of Power.
That's true. It's still a better romance than the romance between Galadriel and oh god, what was the guy?
Halbrand.
Halbrand. Yes, it's still a better romance than that. But yes, that's actually in the book. It's literally her going, I am a good feminist. I am a good feminist. And him giving her a whole spiel about, you're a good feminist. Don't feel bad about being a little whore. And her finishing with like, I'd like to die on your penis now.
Disparu just said, I am a good feminist, but if Sauron had shown me his ring, I'd have fallen on my knees right there.
Yep.
Disparu, we need to get you on the ArchCast. I'll probably reach out with a DM on Twitter, or Arch can get off his lazy butt and do it himself.
Lum lum.
What?
Send him feed pics.
No.
That's how she recruits most of our guests. Don't worry, it's normal.
Lies.
Was? You stopped?
Lies.
But that is an actual quote from the book, only interrupted occasionally by Mal choking on the floor.
She is simulating the scene. She can't help herself.
Oh my god. No!
That is kind of true. Mal, this is what Mal likes.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery, buttery butt?
I'm not a feminist.
That's her only objection.
She'll do this in the least feminist way possible.
That's Mal's problem. Like, I'm not a feminist. Everything else is great, but I'm not a feminist.
I think being a feminist is worst. Okay.
Mal,
I'm open about.
Yeah.
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 go take a
Uh-huh.
bathroom break.
I already did.
Ah, I see.
Don't pee on the floor, Mal. That's not good.
That's later.
Mal, I hope you don't have one of those leather chairs that soaks up the fluids. That would be terrible.
No, she has one of those puppy training mats.
I do not have that. Thank you very much.
Oh, so it's just like a bedpan. Got it.
No. I have just a regular ass chair. No bedpan or puppy nothing. I am normal ish.
Depends. Okay. Yeah, depends. Got it.
No.
Normal-ish. Very well. Okay, we've got 2 more quotes as well for Mal and Lum Lum. Let's see. Which one for which? Mal seems like she's gathered herself enough. I'm going to save the worst one for Lum Lum.
Why?
So this one, okay. The main character starts stalking the online profile of the bull's wife because he's been married before and now divorced. And breaking up with him was so traumatizing that she had to reinvent herself. As women also really enjoy self-aggrandizing themselves at the cost of other women.
Okay.
Are you
She had
ready to rut
recognized the
this
mark
yellow
of
mare's
someone
fluttery,
reinventing herself
buttery
and
butt?
understood the compulsion well. It would have been easy to do had she found that dream job she'd been expecting right out of school, filling her social feeds with artsy, black and white photos of Bridgeton and her life in the big city. The overpriced burnt coffee from up the street balancing on a ledge overlooking the high rises across the water. It would have been easy to hide her humble beginnings in human family, just as this woman had completely hidden away any hint of who she might have been. When she'd been his wife, her stomach tightened and flipped, unliking the idea of him being the life that had been worth hiding.
Unliking the idea.
Unliking. Is that a word?
Unliking.
No.
Not sure.
It's disliking.
But I love, but the part I love about this too is hiding away her human family and life before Bridgeton. Like, it's another one of those fetish elements where she's like, oh, I'm really ashamed of being raised amongst humans. My humble beginning amongst the other humans. God, what will my big dick monster friends think of this? Which feeds quite nicely into Lum Lum's quote. I saved the worst one for Lum Lum.
Why?
Because you deserve it.
What? Ew.
Oh, this one. Oh no.
Uh,
Do it for the internet, Lum Lum.
Fucking. Alright. So you're saying every human in town's only here because they want to be dicked down by other species? Fucking, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Gallus had smiled, showing a hint of glinting fang. I'm just saying, look, you know the one who comes in here every day, the fireman. Violet had bit her lip, flushing as she nodded. The dark-haired man who'd been in front of her in line the very first time she'd come into Black Sheep did indeed come in nearly every day, and at least every day the girls meet up, always with that same wide smile and quicksilver sheen in his eye. He was a werewolf, she'd learned, from a prominent, wealthy family. He's got a whole lot of brothers, and they're all that scrummy. The one he throws these parties. I've heard he's like ancient Greece, just naked women getting taken on hands and knees in the grass everywhere. And the closer they get to the full moon, the wilder it is. Humans come from towns away all over, all hoping for an invite because deep down, it's every girl's fantasy to be fucked by the big bad wolf.
True.
Mal, why are you making me read Mal's inner thoughts, Arch?
Because it comes across more poetically that way.
I'm just the narrator to Mal's life.
But again, yes, the entire story of this setting is this incredible multicultural racial town where humans just come from everywhere around purely just to get dicked by monsters. Just in case, again, the racial fetishism elements had been a little bit too subtle up until this point, the author felt the need to hammer it home real quick. This... I wonder, is this like all... I might need to go on a journey of discovery now of female fetishism to see if this is all it is. Just monster and racial pornography all over the place.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because you're already this traumatized by this book and it's tame, all things considered.
See, you say that, and it makes me kind of intrigued what on God's good earth could be considered extreme if this is tame. At the same time, I'm not sure I want to find out.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably add rape and like date rape drugs and like BDSM and a whole bunch of other like stuff like that. Maybe get some like gore. Because I mean that's what you're into, Lumi, right? And
I
then
do
like
enjoy gore.
And you know, there's a lot more you can add to this. This is a pretty milk toast.
Yeah.
We must invent Vita womb technology as soon as possible and replace fully half of the human species. We have already waited too long, chat. Too much damage has already been done.
I mean, I have the solution. It's just a matter of actually doing it.
We need Elon's cat girls. That's what we need. We need a species of females that actually value romance instead of just being treated like a cum rag.
That's all woman, Arch. There's a reason why like 80% of women have a rape fantasy.
Yeah, but must it include the animals?
Well, after all, it's every girl's fantasy to be fucked by the big, bad wolf.
You know, we targeted the wrong groupings. We condemned the furries because they were like, oh, look at me. I'm an anthropomorphic wolf. Ooh, woo. It's like, wow, that's weird. We didn't understand. That was pretty normal compared to what the women wanted. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me here. If Games Workshop wanted women into the hobby, they don't need to make female space marines. They need to make, oh god, the Wolfen.
You ignorant slut.
Painful realization.
Yeah.
Fredden58. Can't wait to replace women with robots. Me too. Me too. Think of how much better the world would be. The robots would cook, clean, and have a functioning feelings center. Emotions. Tell me, Lum Lum.
You
Are there
ignorant
feelings
slut.
inside of you? Do you appreciate other parts of Moose Man other than the fact that he's a moose?
Yes, I
It has
love
a big
him.
moose cock.
Shut the fuck up, Mel.
Is one of the 50 things you're describing of why you love him, are 25 of those about his big moose cock?
I'm gonna beat you with a stick.
Kinky.
Shut up. I love him very much. It's like for a while we didn't even know what each other even looked like when we were like, you know, first just yapping.
Ah,
And then we were dating long distance for a while, and now we live with each other.
that's Lum Lum's defense. Of course I have feelings. I didn't even know his girth.
Oh my god. Shut up.
A fine argument, Lum Lum. You have disproven my black pill.
Shut up. The first thing that I liked about him was his voice, because his voice is very soothing. It's like it's funny. Just one night when I couldn't fall asleep, I just asked him to start reading me stories, and I knocked out. You should read audiobooks.
Uh-huh. Look at that.
What?
Lum Lum has a functioning emotional center.
Yes.
Still, she just said stories.
Yeah,
Any
reading
of
my
those-
life stories.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll be specific. Search and rescue stories. Like
I
people
don't-
that were abandoned on abandoned on mountains and shit. And it was written from the perspective of people who had to go search for those people.
I don't know how to react to that.
What?
Oh, look at that. Disbarrow is even fitting in. He also asks what stories too.
Dispario, if you're gonna talk shit, get in VC.
You know what? We can definitely commission Moose Man to make an audiobook version of Milking Farm for you to fall asleep to, Lum Lum.
No.
Father Jack, we need more passion, Lumi. Make it sound like you're getting the job done, with feeling, with determination, with a goal in mind. Nolly, didn't do anything to deserve. Lum Lum Arch, many of us, to be fair, are beginning to realize one simple truth. Hate is a virtue. That's true. There's nothing wrong with hate. Weird. I like you, Arch. You read Superchats. A lot of streamers don't. You should have gotten Savvy and Greg on show. Savvy for degeneracy, Greg for innocence.
Buttery butt.
Craig?
Yeah, I think you meant Craig.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
we
Craig
need
would
to
have
get
been
Craig back
perfect
on
for
here.
Milking Farm.
I mean, we can bring Craig on for the next book. Or the werewolf book.
Yeah, Craig and Blags are sitting opposite, both of them innocent little souls. So, Blabs,
Yes.
what's your favorite fancy thing? Well, I like Harry Potter and I like the Tales of Friendship. Oh, great. Listen to this. The seam of his nutsack ran across her fingers. This setting has magic too. On the night of the full moon, the werewolf transformed and knotted the little girl, who had come from 3 times over just for this.
Wait, Blabs thought a pillow princess was someone who slept in.
How is she so innocent?
She's a sheltered
I
little
don't know.
girl.
I adore Blab. She's perfect.
It is our duty to destroy her.
No.
Our
You
worded.
can't say that, Mr. Arch Minotaur.
Well, Lum Lum, Mal. Which one are you? You're Mal. I have very, very damaging information on you I could pull out right now. Comparing me to a certain fictional character.
Wait, hold on. Who did you compare him to?
No one?
DM it to me. I won't say it on stream.
No, I don't trust you.
Arch, DM it to me. I won't say it on stream.
No!
You know, in retrospect, Mal, that was very
Uh-huh.
flattering. Thank you.
Oh, really? Okay. Or if he ever tells you, chat, just remember he thinks it's flattering.
Now I want to know. Tell me.
Suffer.
Meow.
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 I'm sorry, chat. I don't know what's going on either. Our worded Lum Lum, who taught you bow to act? Terrible.
Me.
Tigerfish, horse, bull, our real life milkers use mounts. If anything, the woman should be some greasy mechanic who has to fix them all the time while fighting her urges, watching the animals rot inanimate objects. I wonder what the casualty statistics are. Krika, to repeat the rest of chat, repeal the 19th Amendment. Trevor and chat has successfully broken Arch with this. Dawn of War 3. This has nothing to do with Dawn of War 3. I don't see why these follow. Aqua 11, don't worry, Arch. Corn for females is allowed on YouTube. I know. Dryfee. Lumi, did you finally sell the last vestiges of any sense of shame you have for a plane ticket to Japan? You furry weirdo.
Shame? Question mark?
Ash Hawk. Not sure if you've heard of them before, but Tamer King of Dino Land may be a good palate cleanser. Tamer King of Dino Land? See, male fantasy books look like this. And it looks like the most relentless smut you can think of. And yet it isn't. This, again, is literally the male fantasy of building a thing and protecting other people who are appreciative of it. The male fantasy is remarkably simple. And if it can also involve magic, dinosaurs, or elves, then all the better for it.
It actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks kind of cheesy, but it doesn't look bad.
Well, it is cheesy. That is... See, okay, one thing that both the males and the female fetishes have in common is this idea that the other party will just randomly fall in love with them. That is a sin that both sides have, where they interact with a person for all of 5 minutes, and then they're like, wow, we love each other now. Yay! That seems to be a shared fetish.
I mean, it does happen in real life, but it's far and few between. It's like love at first sight type of deal. It's one of those fantasies.
Oh, I don't know. I've heard of erection at first sight, but love? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, seeing that woman conflate lust and love, I mean, the same thing, right?
True, but considering also that the woman in Milking Farm's first moment of knowing she liked the Minotaur was when he left her $100 bill. Raven, I quote White from Discord. I was given a task and I had to deliver. Remember, chat, there are many opportunities for you to drown White in furry pornography. You too can make him be in pain if you so choose. Shinso Beam. The male harem fancy also is almost always surrounded by Kingdom Town business building. Blood and fur, not furry, is peak. Go read chapter 1. Yeah, no. Trailer Park Elves, same thing. Every one of the other ones I've been sent also looks like the exact same thing. Is always surrounded by some urge to create something. Oh, God.
What?
This looks like something, if anything, Lum Lum and Mal would be more interested in.
I'm scared.
I'm beginning to reevaluate my stance on Amazon publishing being a good thing. Weird. I like to think Beauty and the Beast was just Belle holding this book in a vice grip, passed out in a cheap French wine. I guess Beauty and the Beast was the first. That was Milking Farm version 1.0, basically. That was the beta version. Macwild 11, fluid ounces? You cannot get me to Google this. Listen, it's a water bottle. Mal has 2 of them. The silence does all the work. I don't need to say anything else. Her mind immediately goes there. And... She's easy to amuse. Huntington Montgomery Everett Publishing. €40. 24 fluid ounces is 0.125 feet pounds per inch square. There you go, Lum Lum. It's 0.125 parts of a foot.
What the fuck?
Shadowfox2300. So Amal is a Brant? Nice to know. And all my chests at Dawn of War 3. Samurais. Whore. Brat? You know what? Yes, that sort of kind of fits. Not entirely off base. Rasmus0211, please just send these V's to the Jesus camp. But Lum Lum already has been to Jesus camp. She's even been to, what do you call it? Grippy Sock Academy?
Grippy Sock Academy. Jeez.
Mr. Personality, $100 per shock. $100 per shock? Sounds expensive. I'd give them shocks for $50 a pop. Mega Lag says moo. Lurker, Arch, need to read next Abandoned by Somatic Dream. Abandoned by Somatic Dream.
I have lost. Shit.
I don't know about that. I googled it, and it gives me a lot of hyenas and bear people. What an naughty for another 50. Thank you very much, sir. 4. One-page rule. Lore fun. 5 days ago for Broken Truth. Sci-fi dinos with robots. Army box editor stage. 426k on Game Fund. Plastic facts. They used hard PVC for all but detail of large size. Those are use ABS, same as Lego bricks. Feet. Beware. Feet beware. Don't step on them. I thought you were just commenting on Lum Lum about feet.
You ignorant slut.
Jackson Voorhees, Mal stole Lum Lum's big beautiful bull away. Proud. Shadow Fox. Fun for shot collar for Meow and Footfish. Okay, Lum Lum, you're gonna have to send a DM to Hassan and ask him where he got the shot collar from.
No.
Actually, somebody apparently sent an email to the shot color company with the pics, like from the slow down video showing the tape and everything like that, to ask them if this is their model and they recognize it, and they responded back saying yes, it was a shot collar.
Silly. Ghost Hybrid, Arch, what is this degeneracy? It's what chat wanted. Chat gets what chat wants. Chat wants. This chat wants. Chat gets. Binary Eclipse, Darkwood. Thank you. I shall add that to the Darkwood fund once I can find it. There we go, Darkwood. 205 now. It's coming along quite well. Oh. I recognize a person in chat, too, with the name of Porkers. Hello, Porkers. Porkers makes Warhammer Fantasy waifu videos, which I found intriguing. Therefore, I now know who Porkers is. Hello. Lum and Mal ignores this fact.
Warhammer is not my thing. It's too masculine.
God damn it.
Too much testosterone.
I kind of zoned out.
God damn it, Mo.
What's his channel? I will watch.
Hasn't there been enough feet for you?
Shut the fuck up, Arch.
No, they're hooves, so that's why she's disappointed.
Chat, we have to find more feet. She's zoning out.
No.
Actually, you know, I did come across something that Lum Lum might like quite a lot. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. I have found more feet products for Lum Lum.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
God damn it. The link won't work. I found a water bottle shaped like a foot. Another link won't work.
What?
Good. Let the link die.
Is it 24 fluid ounces?
I should have saved it. God damn it. Such an excellent opportunity lost. Well, it's not quite the same, but at least we found some of Lum Lum's favorite alcohol. She used to drink directly from used shoes, but she's evolved since then. Now that she's become a big YouTuber, she drinks from glass bottles shaped like shoes instead. Much better.
What the fuck, Arch?
A lot healthier, too.
Much healthier.
Yeah, she used to get the microplastics in her balls.
What?
There are microplastic in our testicles. It's true, but it's mostly in Americans.
Well, even though she's Mexican, she needs to be deported, but currently she's living in America, so she probably does have them.
Oh my god.
Do you have microplastic in your balls, Lum Lum?
I don't have balls. I don't have microplastics.
Boobs are bulb shaped.
They're not balls. What does that mean? You have balls, Mel?
That's up to maybe, maybe not. The world
Is
may never
yours
know.
Are your balls just growing in the wrong place?
Yeah, I'm intersex.
I knew it. Clip it. Clip it, guys.
Oh no, I'm trying to buy the little green stones with stamped K on Kick, but something went wrong. The machine spirits are displeased a lot with Kick. Also, Dragon Fella asked me to fund Witcher DLC, so put it here. Yes, Kick is having a bit of a freak out right now. We overloaded Kick. I'm sorry, chat. There was too much for Kick.
And also, it might be something on Kick side site-wise, because I was trying to load up other channels on Kick on like my phone just to see if it's a connection issue. And I think it's just a them issue, not an Arch channel issue.
Yes, because I did check. The stream is still up and everything. The chat is still up. All of that good stuff is still active. But it asked me to log back in to my account and stuff. And it's just like freezing and not loading. So I'm pretty sure Kick is just having a moment right now.
It's really unfortunate because Kick's actually a really great site, but they constantly have problems almost every single day.
Well, yes, but okay. So I really do actually quite like Kick. Because compared to Rumble, it has an infinitely better back end, way easier to use, way more smooth and effective, and it pays incredibly well. And it actually looks like it's way easier to grow over there too. We just passed 1,000 followers on Kick. I don't even think I got that many on Rumble, because the algorithm on Rumble is even fucking worse, which is kind of the problem. Kick does have a small problem with the algorithm in that it's mostly dominated by Asmongold streaming 24 hours a day, basically. So it's a bit different to get to like the front page and stuff, but I've been on the front page a couple of times. They show off smaller streamers on there, so I like Kick. It's a nice place to get some growth, great place to get monetization, and it works 98% of the time. I like it. It's a good place.
I do also like the live support chat. That is really nice instead of having to wait for an email or an automated message.
Yeah, good platform. I need to start giving more artificial benefits to Kick, like reading your chat. Currentis, having a moment. That's what my relatives say when I barely resist the urge to run screaming from my room. Yeah. That's normal. Sometimes you're just gonna have to fucking crash out. Mal, I blame you.
What?
You've had me saying consumerisms now. Crash out has become a term in my vocabulary now.
Would you like to say going postal instead?
Yes.
Okay. Well, too bad.
I like that better.
I will make you hip with the kids.
I chastise my feminine little boy.
Huh? Finish that sentence?
No.
What's that sentence, Arch?
No, I
Flip
stopped
that check.
myself in the middle because I realized where this was going.
Nope, continue.
Yeah,
Because
continue.
I got the...
I mean, I think stopping in the middle is worse based off,
Yeah.
especially that awkward pause. Perfectly clippable moment. You should maybe finish that sentence to, defend yourself.
Yeah, you ended just with a little boy, so.
I meant to say I chastise my little femboy Kibbs, because I forgot the fem in front of his boy, for using the word cooked, for example. I hate that term. I hate it. I hate it so much. But now Mal is
Arch
starting
is
to
cooked
use
for real.
zoomerism to kill yourself. And not in an erotic way. Just do it.
Yes, Daddy. Is that better? Is that better?
Hold on. I need to move the icons over in a more judging fashion.
You're welcome.
This is what I have to deal with on a daily fucking basis.
I do not say that on a daily basis. I think it's the first time I've ever said that. Just to fuck with you.
Yeah, she's upgraded from sir to daddy. And next she's just gonna start randomly moaning on stream.
God no. I have some self-respect. Not much, but some. Exe failed. Exactly.
This is why it's so hard to get new guests on. See, we had 2 people I know in chat just this very stream. Desparrow, that was the moment when he just clicked off, like, nope, better things to do. Never to be seen again. Porkers as well. I was like, nope. I feel like I'll be demonetized just listening to this. Dr. Thunder, Arch is a Swede. Kill yourself. Put user in timeout. Ornu, good Mal. Arch is from North Sweden, and Arch is a booktuber. He does 40k lore for the Emperor's sake. No battle reports. I've always kind of wanted to do battle reports. I've actually got plans with Sargon to do battle reports. Hiccups. With Sargon. Hiccups. For our setting. Hiccups. So we will do battle reports eventually, once we finish doing all of our stuff. Look forward to it. It'll be great. We were even thinking, actually, of doing a tournament where we could fly a bunch of people in to play games, and we'll rent out a venue and stuff, and we'll have our own little con. It'll be TwitchCon. But Twitch Sargon? Sargon TwitchCon. Sargon Twitch? Twitch Sargon? Arch
Are you
and
gonna
Sargon
assault Sargon?
Twitch Arch and Sargon Fund.
Trick or treat. Can I smell your feet?
There are many ways in which this could be misunderstood. Tech Priest 18, Lum Lum, what are your favorite feet?
None.
None? Oh, you're into stumps.
Shut up!
No. How else are they gonna go inside her then?
Oh.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Or maybe Chinese foot binding. Is that something that gets you going?
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery?
That was
butt?
too much even for Lum Lum.
She's into gore and all that fun stuff, so it makes sense she'd be into that too. Anything that causes pain and makes blood happen. Yeah, I can. Yeah, makes sense.
For those of you who aren't aware, by the way, chat, this is a thing. The Chinese used to think that small feet were very attractive, so they would break young girls' feet, like the whole foot, the toes, and the foot, like the middle of the foot. they would break it and then bind the broken foot tightly so as to compact it like this. China, I remind you, again, was and still is a barbarous fucking country. I'm looking now at all of these pictures, and I'm mildly disturbed again. I didn't even know what these were, and I'm still a little bit disturbed.
Honestly, they don't even look tiny. They look, because they've been broken and inflamed, they look like elephant stumps more than anything.
Apparently, infections were a common side effect. Yeah, I can imagine. Jesus. Well, anything for a little bit of beauty? Ah, yes. Maranga 2, Amal is really into Aha. Aha is Norwegian, so is Arch. What did she mean by this? Witcher and Phoenix Point.
Arch is a Swede, so there's a strong difference.
I have a thought on this matter, but I need to let it percolate a bit first. Well, 11, wait, Arch, why do you suggest there exists a way to like Arch and Sargon era fanfic in a good way? I strongly disagree. I already vomited yesterday. I don't know, there's some sick and twisted people out there, yo. Berg, what is the DGen Tuber's opinion on ball sacks? That's a good question. Lom Lom, what do you think about ball sacks?
They look weird.
Fair enough, I agree, they do look weird. Mal?
I don't have an opinion. They're just kind of there.
They're just kind of there?
Yeah, I mean,
Have you-
they exist.
Have you never felt emotions upon seeing a ball sack?
Not really.
No opinions created?
No, I'm no, I'm not
I have
describing in vivid detail about how they are, like the author does in the book. They're just kind of there. They exist. Every man has them. Well, most men have them.
You've never thought about the seam and been like, that's weird, why is that there?
No. There's balls.
I feel disappointed now that Mal hasn't studied up on this subject enough. At least Mal had the opportunity. At least Mal had the opportunity to think up things like Lum Lum. Lum Lum was once upon a time sat there studying Mooseman going, that's weird.
When every man has them, as long as they're not a eunuch, it doesn't, like, I mean, there's nothing to really think about. Guys have balls. That's where it's stored. Okay, great. That's how it functions. There's nothing special about it. They're just balls.
They're just balls.
They're just balls.
Rogers, that 9-5, free the dachshund. That poor little dachshund. That poor little sausage dog. That poor little sausage dog has seen things that most human beings would not survive. Ornu, if you want to be black-pilled Arch, look up historical depictions of nuns and donkeys. It's competitively tame, but just disheartening. I don't want to. What I will look up... There we go. To teach you, yet again, that hatred is indeed a virtue, is things like this. This is a scene from the Spanish Civil War. The Spanish communists would invade churches they'd kill the priests, they'd kill the nuns, and they would dig up their graves and mausoleums and display their corpses in public so that people could show their disgust at them. Communism. Not even once. Not even once.
Mm. Weird.
Weird indeed. Oh, YouTube, stop scrolling.
I
Bad YouTube.
mean, I feel like we gotten, pretty close to the sun for YouTube, so I guess I can just simply say that communists aren't people. Right? Right? It's fine.
Franco was right. Marge ashamed. No wonder so many chicks like the legend of Queen Opala. So Arch, pick one. Farah, Opala, or Asira? The legend of Queen Opala. Google? Ah, I see. In 2010, hold on. How have I not been privy to this? How have I not been privy to this? There are delicious brown oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why. At first I was like, there are delicious brown girls in this. Why have I not been made aware? Then I found a scene with a horse, and now I understand.
What? But you're a brony. You like horses.
Not in that way, Mal. Not in that way.
God, you're gonna have to make me look it up.
That is not.
The only horse that he likes is a rarity, but that's because he has class.
Yes.
He also likes Starlight Glimmer.
Rarity
Yes.
is his number one.
But I like Starlight Glimmer because she returned from communism.
Yeah, proof that you can fix her.
Yes. Alex Addison. On a less deprived note, Sabaton dropped a new album yesterday. Ooh, it's got some bangers. On a more depraved note, Part 2 fund. I'm not sorry. I will check out the new Sabaton album, though. I definitely will. Sentinel Rex, I'm unironically dabbling in writing my own fancy adventure book. It won't be shying away from romance and lewdness, but I assure you, it'll be far more tasteful than whatever this is. Good. And best of luck, too. My Father 11, they don't use vacuum milking machines. Savages. Father Jack, Mal sees 2 20-ounce bottles and imagines the chum. God. You shouldn't be storing those, Mal. It's bad for you. Lumi loves feet. I am sure those 2 24-ounce water bottles are water. See? Some people still believe in Mal's innate goodness.
Yes, they are water. Thank you very much.
Rat Bartholomew Cheesington, this is my first time catching your stream. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Man.
I agree with that sentiment. We're so sorry.
This isn't how we normally are.
Yes.
There's less smut book-wise, but we're still degenerates while we talk about everything else.
It's usually far, far better than this. Are wooded, the milking girls must have forearms like Popeyes. You know, that's a good fucking point. If the Minotaur is suspended from above you, that means you've got to raise your arms, right? And then pull on it. That's got to be a pretty severe workout for a whole day.
I mean, how I imagined it is because the bench is described as pretty high up there, like there's like steps and things like that, and there's a hole that's like around their like it sounded like it was within arm's reach for it. So like because the minotaurs are so big, so like they sit down, they stick their dick through the hole, and then the girls just grab it. They don't have to actually like. This doesn't sound like that bad. They don't have to get on their knees, and they don't have to like raise their hands around their head. It's kind of right there in front of them.
Right there in front
That's
of
how
them.
I imagined it.
underappreciated profession. Hairdressers actually need a fuck ton of stamina because they basically stand almost all day with their arms in a raised position. Very tiring. Alan Vang, Arch, your Kick channel does not exist. I check. I think you were banned on Kick, and if you were, congrats. You're becoming more famous. Nope, it's still there. Kick was just having a moment. But now that I need to know, kick.com/ArchCast. Isn't that what it says in the description?
I don't know. It didn't pop up last time, but then when I manually looked, it worked. Is it working now?
It is. That's exactly what it is. Lum. You little
Shut up,
misleading lum, you.
Shut up.
Akin in Bactian. Arch had brain salad. On my last chat, to simplify, Amal needs to get her life together, find a good man. This is a maxim. One cattle lamb to the other. Amal needs to find herself a good Minotaur. Ornu, there's reason that the majority of lobotomies were applied to a certain demographic. Really? Now I'm intrigued to look up the stats on that. It wouldn't surprise me if the majority of lobotomies would be to women. Oh, did either of you watch, God, what's the name of that movie? The movie with the squirrel girls doing the kung fu fighting.
You mean the Korean K-pop Demon Hunter thingies?
No, old movie.
Oh. Probably not. I haven't watched the vast majority of movies before.
God damn it. Movie. Sucker Punch. Thank you, chat. Yes, Sucker Punch. Did either of you watch Sucker Punch?
A long time ago.
Because that movie is... Oh, so the entire premise and the whole marketing scheme behind Sucker Punch was basically that it was crazy and sexy. That was the entire premise of Sucker Punch. And it released in 2010, which was the problem. Because in 2010, we had, if anything, actually too much of this. During that era, we had entered a period where bad games or bad movies relied on sex appeal to sell tickets and copies to make up for the fact that they were shit, right?
Mm.
And so, despite Sucker Punch actually having some pretty good action sequences and an intriguing, if somewhat predictable story, it flopped really, really bad, but has kind of become like a little bit of a pseudo-cult classic these days. And if they were to release something like this today, I think it would actually become like a massive, like, underground hit style thing. Like, I kind of suspect that Madam Web would have been if it hadn't been marketed as a feminist film for some reason. But in that movie, the main character gets lobotomized, which is probably the part that Lum Lum liked. Not denying it. I know you too well.
Shut up.
Father Jack, Mal isn't beating the Minotaur allegations now. Never. McWell11, Kick, the ArchCast appears to be down. Smut denied. No, it's fine. It's just having a moment. Herr Doctor, in my professional opinion, I've come to the conclusive diagnosis. Women, it is terminal. Women's are terminal. Boo, Gamal claims she only looked, but she probably had a chance.
Ignorant
Had
slut.
chanced the flared stallion on her wish list. Ooh. She recognized the name.
No. Mm,
Well, I'm telling you, open a throne.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not opening a throne.
J.J. Sickman, I think this is likely to be more entertaining than actual reading of the book. Mal's choice of fun, anything but more filthy books. All right, Mal, what do you want his $10 to go to?
What funds are on the table right now, other than the books?
Many.
What's the most popular one, other than the books?
There, I'll send them to you.
Okay. Wait, Fire Emblem's been funded? I'm impressed.
Yes.
Let's see. That's a lot of stuff that's been funded. Okay. Wait, the Homestuck Fund's actually serious? Okay.
Yep, but it's only a quarter of the way, so I have hope it'll ever finish.
Okay,
A
I
quarter
guess
is better than $10.
yeah, that's true. I guess I mean I like Homestuck, but that's a high bargain. So I guess the Valkyria Chronicles is the closest one to being finished. So throw it there.
All right. Blaze Stone, hail Lord Arch, High Footfish, greetings Amal. Suffering should be shared, so fund more books for them to read, and Homestuck. Why must the books? Now, so Nicola, Arch and Lumi, read The Eye of Aragon. The Eye of Aragon. I haven't heard about that. Sword and Sorcery Fantasy Novelette by Jim Thesis. That could actually be interesting. Lurker has been in for 4 months. Thank you very much, sir. Kick is just a copy of Twitch, and that's why it sucks. Yes, but it doesn't have Twitch TOS, which is why it rules. Deep End, sir. I posted some books in your Discord channel, in the books and comics. I tagged you in it. Oh, good. Mark's ashamed. Sus Records YouTube channel has entered the chat. Sus Records? Zontar Arch, based on the Russian casualty leak, you think Russia is taking 50% more fatalities relative to casualties, or Ukraine undercutting casualties 35%. I think both parties are probably making shit up. As to how much they're making up, difficult to tell. Call me cross. For men's light romance, I quite enjoy K.D. Robertson's Neural Wraith. Fun cyberpunk setting. We do need more cyberpunk. Inky Gaming. Not only did Minos' wife get it on with a bull to make the Minotaur, his mother Europa was seduced by Zeus in the form of a bull. What did the Greeks mean by this? What did Minos do to deserve this? Well, if anything, that was relatively, again, mild. There was another woman who Zeus fucked in the form of a swan, and a third woman that he impregnated by peeing on. Zeus was a little crazy like that.
A little?
Yeah, just a little. But you can definitely tell that the creator of a lot of Greek mythology was probably female. Boog, 50 Shades of Grey got a movie, and that was worse. Okay.
No.
50 Shades of Grey watch party, when?
You want to willingly watch 50 Shades, Arch? And also, technically, on Kick, as long as you disable your passive income, we can watch movies on Kick. So all of us can get together on Kick and watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Do I have to?
Yes.
What's the incentive there? Because I see none.
The upside is you get to watch 50 Shades of Grey. Wouldn't that make you happy?
That's not no. I have zero interest in that.
I don't know. I don't know. Mal
Service
protests
guaranteed
too much.
citizenship.
I know, despite my jokes and everything like that, sex scenes and movies and games and stuff like that makes me uncomfortable. I'll pass. Unless you pay me, because I'm a cheap whore.
Arch will give you $50 and you'll just be like, yes, daddy.
Okay. More than that, and without the commentary.
Okay, fine. $75 and she'll be like, yes, sir. I'll be right there, sir.
Belder, why is Arch such a better narrator? Because I read for a living. Sort of. Nolly, I don't know what's funnier, Arch reading this or listening to Mal gasping like a fish trying to operate her hands long enough to mute her microphone. Deverud, god kväll Arch och vänner. You helped inspire me to start my own channel. I can talk at length about history, so why not record it? My latest video is on the berserkers of the Viking Age, Historia Nordica on YouTube. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best, sir. Remember, it's gonna suck for the first 10 years, in my experience. But it gets better. It always gets better. It just requires perseverance and continued commitment to pain and suffering. Sandu, think we could get a new dono alert from this stream? Also add this to the maniac blonde legionary archlay for calendar. I shall. I mean, if you clip something you think would be an interesting dono alert, clip it and send it to me on Discord, and maybe. Grimbus, Arch, have sent you some art for this occasion. I think I've seen it. All of it looks very much so not safe for YouTube. Sentinel Rex, I hate fantasy in the modern world. The thought of beast folk on Twitter or elves in a coffee shop reading physics just breaks immersion. Can be done right, but is definitely beyond these women's skills. Yes, so one of the things that I actually really liked about the movie Bright, which I feel like I need to do a video or commentary on at some point, was that it was one of the first things that did modern fantasy quite well. Because unlike in Milking Farm, the entire idea of the interracialism would very quickly stratify itself. Like, if Minotaurs truly are just way bigger, way more physically imposing, and also more driven and smarter than humans, that would stratify into them basically becoming an entrenched elite within a few hundred years, a dozen or so generation tops, like the elves did in Bright. But, of course, the realities of biology would probably lead to other things. As we see in the vast majority of the animal kingdom, if a creature focuses on brawn, it deprioritizes brain, which would lead to a way more interesting kind of setting, where if you do this realistically, the Minotaur would probably be like the orc in Bright, highly tribalistic, quite brutal, with a culture based around their evil past, in essence. And they can overcome this, as in Bright, but it would be an exception rather than the rule. Basically, if you want to do modern fantasy well, you have to first become a racist. And I'm not joking. That is the absolute prerequisite for doing fantasy well, especially modern fantasy. Either one of you seen Bright?
Nope. Remember, Arch, I haven't watched 99.9% of movies. I was raised on Marvel and Barbie.
Raised on Marvel. That is a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, my parents tried to shelter me quite a lot, but they didn't know how parental controls worked, so that didn't work out well by the time I hit the age 12.
They sheltered you, but you still didn't watch anything even after getting around parental controls.
Yeah, because I was scared of getting into trouble, so I just stayed on YouTube
guaranteed
because YouTube was already
citizenship.
breaking the rules as it was, so I wasn't very exploratory.
You know what? Fair.
And you should definitely watch Bright Chat. It has a lot of like bad reviews and stuff, but most of those come from a rather progressivist viewpoint, as most of the argument about Bright is that it doesn't deal with racism in the way that the progressives wanted in 2017. It's actually a really good movie. Onu. The worst thing that I have read involved a flamethrower where no weapon should ever go. What bothered me the most was that it didn't bother me much at all. Oblivion is a blessing. It is. Besides, you would marvel at just how much can be shoved up the average human urethra.
And why do you know this?
You know,
No
it's best not
comments.
to question these people.
Marked ashamed. Furries? Ever heard of sliders? I haven't. What am I about to be educated on this time? Sliders. Nope, that just gives me mini hamburgers. Well, I'm going to continue to believe that a slider is just a mini hamburger then.
I mean, usually if someone says, "Hey, why not look up this?" You just have to type in sliders then Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Urban Dictionary. Curiosity killed the cat. Will satisfaction bring it back?
No, it won't.
Slider.
Nasko Nikolov. Once again, read the Eye of Argon. Argon. M93. GW wants more women. Make more Night Lords. Exactly. Michael the Dobadad. Congrats, Disparu. Wicked and XRG for 100 sassy Saturdays. Saucy? Sassy? Sassy. Nathan Cassidy. Blabs did not want to know what DP was. I don't know how, but... Well, I can understand
Ready to wreck
DP.
This yellow mare's fluttery buttery
DP
bud.
Dr. Pepper, delicious.
Yeah, possibly. Lum Lum loves DP.
I like Dr. Pepper. It's very good. I seen that Dippin' Dots actually
I have
just did a
lost.
collab with Dr. Pepper, and I really want to get the Dr. Pepper Dippin' Dots.
You really want to get the DP special. Good.
Fuck up, Arch!
What? Does it mean something untowards? I thought it meant Dr. Pepper.
I don't know if it means anything like that, so I'm just saying Dr. Pepper fully. So then I don't get taken out of context for anything.
Yeah, but that's a long word.
Feigning innocence. Feigning innocence. I see how you're doing. Well, I see what you're doing. I know
Yeah.
the game.
Shut up.
Well, I'll leave you to your DP then. Why you hating? Ask Dev. He has experience with Bad Dragon products. He does. He bought the largest one they had. Nathan Cassidy. The most unbelievable thing about the male version of this fiction is that they have stamina and mental fortitude to keep multiple women happy.
That is true. One woman's already enough.
That's true. This is amusingly enough also the common male fantasy. The common male fantasy is to have enough stamina to do it multiple times. Whereas the majority of the times, the male mind goes, I'm really horny right now. I could screw so many times. Then you do it once and you're like, thanks, that's it. Go home. Go on. Don't want no more. Why are you hating? Arch, check out the RTS Dino Lords. You may like it. I may. Pickle Father Nurgle, but Mal, Lum Lum, there are Minotaurs in 40k. You'd love it. There are Minotaurs, but they're not furry. Deathend, making monster girls man are slaves to a woman. Making monster girls man are slaves to a woman. You know, that's where the entire vampire fetish comes from, so. McWald11, judge her harshly. Sujad, I've said it before and I'll say it, Discord, mod, and kitten antics. Phoenix points, worm, reventions, and amber fried rice with pineapple. Tanushi, which of you would do the best Ara, Arch, Mal, or Lum Lum?
Arch.
I have made it a principle to. I haven't said it, so I think Arch would probably say the best one.
My chat always yells at me for how bad mine is. So, it's Arch.
It's Arch.
Well, now that I know that it's the hottest commodity on the block, I'm not going to be selling that cheaply. Marked ashamed. I thought Contact Harvest was too much on the horny side. Then this showed up. And you finally understood that no, it was not. Father Jack, feet for the feet fish and fresh bull choom for Mal. Well, at least you get it fresh, Mal. That's better than the alternative. You know, you really don't want it when it's all chewy. That's just the worst.
You're gonna make me throw up if you keep on talking.
Do you have experience with that, Arch?
You know, I have seen what stagnant choom looks like.
I have
Why?
What?
Actually, I don't
is
even know.
The jar.
Somebody clip that and end it right after he says I have.
The jar.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's fair. And gross.
It'll get way worse, though, if little pieces of pubic hair falls down there, because they form little balls, little hairy balls, bobbing in the stagnant goo. Ugh.
Stop.
You're welcome. Imagine the smell.
I'm just ignoring you. I'm not even listening to what you're saying.
McWild 11. Twitching. Sargon Archon. Convention. Ooh. We should call it the twitching. Yes, twitching. Something with Twitch. Yes. Madeline Moonwall. I should send Arch Levy my own milking farm ASMR, but mine's better. It has horsemen. Also, a lot of walking sounds for Lum Lum. Do go ahead.
No.
Yes, Lum Lum would love that.
No.
Do it. I'll make sure Lum Lum watches and reads all of it for hours.
You can't force me to. You're nowhere near me.
You know how you used to fall asleep to the sound of Mooseman's voice? Well, there's an alternative now, Lum Lum.
No.
Jonathan Sunderberg, if you want the darker to rage male target book, Stuart Gross is the author for that. A good series is Mob Sorcery. Mob Sorcery. Mob Sorcery. Right. I might check that out now, because I am genuinely intrigued if male fantasy gets as strident, shall we say. Animate Acumen, send one gift ArchCast membership. Thank you. Alex Anderson, in my opinion, the best song of the album is I, Emperor. About Napoleon, L'Empereur. The official music video, they play a battle report of black powder. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool, yes. You know, we do not have, like, there's nowhere near enough, like, 18th century games. I did see Master of Command come out the other day. I'm going to check that out. I've already got White working on a thumbnail for it. We need more in the pike and shot era too, because this is like the only games that era is like Empire Total War, and Empire Total War is a terrible black powder game. Uzen calls 11. Art, how much left for Valkyrie Chronicles? Only 200. Only 200 left for Valkyrie Chronicles. Wing Viper, if this goes on, Mal will soon say, yes, my husband. That sounds a little bit forced, though. Mal, find better alternatives.
I don't think there's really I don't know what alternatives there would be, because the only two that first come up are, yes sir, and the other one I'm not gonna repeat again, because I already said it once in stream. And
I mean,
that's
you can say master.
I like that.
no, that's true. Yeah, I like that. Oh wait, hold on. But like, but
You like that.
but the sir, master, and the other one all have like the sexual connotation, but like husband has like the loving, romantic connotation to it. So like they're not the same.
Okay, so you don't want to say it in a loving connotation, but you will be you will be the little whore.
Mal,
Little
filthy.
what?
Whore.
Oh.
Whore.
Well, because he tried to say, like, find an alternative. So, like, okay, what's actually the alternative for it? That, like, I
Are
was
you ready to
that
rut this
has,
yellow
like,
mare's
can
fluttery,
we move on?
buttery butt?
Moose Man also said you could call him senpai as well.
Yeah, like,
That still has more of a sexual connotation to it.
my brain was like, okay, you could do like hubby or the like Danna, like Japanese, something like that, or any other alternative. But Mal's mind goes like, well, if it's not daddy or sir, I just don't know.
Well, hubby is like, okay, I guess okay, hubby's not bad. It's a little cutesy, which isn't terrible either. So, somebody in chat says yes, honey. I like that.
Yeah, those are alternatives. Not a single one which
Yeah.
came to Mal's mind. We learned so much.
Because, well, yes, it's I feel like if I defend myself, I'm gonna dig myself into a deeper hole, but I want to defend myself.
Dragon Mage, Arch, you're going to play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline 2 on release. Yes, it's going to hurt my soul. Abba the Man 100, I saw Bright because I'm a fan of the company that made all the masks the old characters in the film. Immortal Masks does some good work. Oh, really? With those masks? Damn. That's impressive. Mike Merchant, in the book I'm writing, other races are offshoots of humanity. Orcs, for example, are descendants of humans that were altered to be shock troops. That makes sense. Sudlox and Doppelganger, whites must meta our justice to basketball Americans when the system fails to do so. Listen, we just need to conquer sports again. That's all. Animate Acumen. No. Settle Rex, call it Sarkon. It works on mine level. Sa from Sargon, R from Arch. The other implications are obvious. I like Sarkon, yes. You must have an H1B visa to attend. We could make tickets looking like H1B visas. Yes. That would be fantastic. I like that idea. Brown face will be mandatory. If you don't show up in it, you'll be kicked. Uzen calls.
Justin Trudeau first in line.
For $100, thank you very much, sir. Post this and the previous 5 to Valkyrie Chronicles. I shall. That is Valkyrie Chronicles. Only 100 away from completion, then. I wouldn't mind playing Valkyrie Chronicles. That's a cute little game with cute little grills. Although I'd probably end up simping primarily for the evil woman, the enemy lady, but such is life. Sometimes you've just got to go for the bad girl. Hiccups. I worded. She said daddy was the other one. Mal. Cheating?
No?
No? That all you've got?
I don't know what I can say. Because no matter what I do, I will be stuck in the corner.
This is the problem with Mal. This is Mal's many, many problems. Wing Viper. Mal will take Darling as an alternative. Yeah, that was another one. God, there are so many options for these sickeningly sweet little name, but Mal's brain couldn't get a single one.
I think Darling works better when it comes from the man to the woman. The Darling feels condescending if it comes from the woman to the man.
No, it's all about tonal inflection.
I mean, maybe, but there's like, I don't know, certain things that I'm like, okay, this is nicknames for the woman, this is nicknames for the man.
Or you could just say
there's
baby.
gender rules.
It's like
I don't
I
like
call
baby
Moose Man
either.
baby.
I don't like that either. I'm very
Or babe.
particular. Anything that's fully like cute, like has like a cutesy ring to it. Anything that's like more like ends in like a with an E sound of sorts always has like a more feminine like incline to me when it comes to wordings. So like, and that's where be the woman's nickname because it is more. I don't know. It's particular, and it also depends on the guy too, because yeah, there's there's layers to it in my mind.
Awfully complicated, this, apparently. See, all of these simple things, Mal has an entire theory, like, it feels feminine. We've got gender roles to think about. The E sounds a little bit too feminine. But Sir and Daddy just comes out naturally.
No!
I don't know if this is normal, Mal. Have you considered seeking professional help?
No, because they're all scam.
I mean,
but
yes.
I do know I have issues.
At least that part we can agree on.
I like to dabble in armchair psychology, so like everything has like some sort of hidden meaning to it.
What's the hidden meaning of you and your taste of werewolves?
I'm like a basic bitch woman. I like a man stronger than me.
I was gonna say daddy issues, but that works too.
I don't actually. So fun fact: I don't have daddy issues. I have mommy issues.
Trick or treat.
Surprised you're not a lesbian.
Your feet.
No, but it is one of the main reasons why I hate women so much.
Lesbian, Mal.
God, no.
I mean,
there's no such thing as lesbians. All women are bisexual and bipolar.
I mean, fair enough. It's like the stuff in the AI section in my Discord server that everyone just started churning out, and then we just got Lumi and Mal lesbian stuff.
I saw that, and I was just like not bad, I guess. Like,
see, the thing here is, you're going to need to look relatively hard for a man who's willing to treat you as cruelly as Mal would like to be treated. However, a lesbian...
No.
There'll be no compunction there.
I am not in the woman.
Kicking, biting, scratching, hitting, it all comes with the package, pre-installed. Joking.
Guys like to do that too. It's only in the bedroom.
But Mal, in a lesbian relationship, anything is the bedroom in that case.
Yeah, but then I had to deal with women, and I fucking hate women with a burning passion. Like,
Good, you'll
they're gonna
fight
be
back.
replaced by the robots. No, I'll be the one doing the beating. I'll be the one that's hitting and scratching and shit. And then
Ah.
I'll have to find a way to bury the body, though. That will be a different story. But yeah, no, I hate. I have very special thoughts about women, and not in the kinky way or sexual way. I just can't wait for them to be replaced by robots unless they can be fixed, and I don't see them that being fixed anytime soon because the genie's out of the bottle.
Mal goes to the hospital with her wife. He fell down the stairs again. That's the 5th time this week. Yep, clumsy bitch.
I totally didn't push her.
And Leighton Yili on Kick for 1,000 warp tokens. It's not much, but I kind of want to get a fun start of Yog Sotho's Yard, Chinese Lovecraftian hotel manager dating sim. Yog Sotho's Yard, Chinese Lovecraft hotel manager dating sim. That is a mouthful.
Are you ready to rut this yellow mare's fluttery buttery butt?
Huh. Well, very positive reviews. Very well. Chat can fund whatever chat wants, so I'll put it in the maybe section, basically. And remember, like, there's no time limit on any of this, so even if just one of you wants to fund a thing, you can do it piece by piece over the course of years if you so choose. It's entirely fine. It is entirely fine. And since Kick gets a 50% bonus, Kick is obviously the best place to do this. Right. Was that everything? I mean...
No, there's our super chat.
Oh.
And there's something from Kick. Well, you might have read that. I'm not sure.
No one. Why, oh, why do you announce your hiccups? I don't announce them. I clarify them. When I have a hiccup, you might hear a strangled noise on the other end of the microphone. I declare that it's a hiccup so that you don't think it's something weird. Okay? I do it for your benefit. And it's become a social tick now. I do that in public. I do that around my family members, where you're having a nice dinner, I have a hiccup, and I say, hiccup. That's just
You're
a thing
special,
now.
Arch.
Coming from you, Mal, that is one of the fiercest fucking insults I think I've received this century.
You're welcome. You want me to call you a snow monkey too,
That's not as bad.
or maybe a duchy instead of Swede? Mix it up. Ooh, what about a Finn? Are you from Finland now?
I like the Finns.
No. Let's see. I would call you the actual term for snow monkey, but we're on your stream, so I can't do that.
Fjälldabe?
No, I was thinking something with a hard R.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Oh yeah, the Sammy. Yeah, I could call you a since you since you're a native, right?
Mal, I know you think you enjoy being choked, but we're gonna have to test that theory if you keep going.
Okay.
With these comments between you two, and I just look at my little catfish icon in the middle, I'm just like, why am I just between this? I feel like I'm gonna get hurt.
Dr. G, Money Dog, you could try Chef. Made a girl call me that for the lulz. Alright, Mal. Chef.
Chef? Yes, chef. No. Yes, chief. Chief. That'd be nice little yeah, I can see that. It's a little playful. I like that.
The mental image of Mal winking at me like Chief? No. No, I don't think so.
I'll go back to Sir then. That's universal.
I like so.
Just call him Buddy.
Buddy?
Buddy.
That's Bunny?
Buddy.
Like the
Buddy. Buddy.
Okay, so Buddy, yes, that's heavily condescending. That's what I say to people when I'm being a sarcastic little shit to them. They're being like, okay, buddy, whatever you say.
Yeah, buddy is a trigger
Super
term.
dismissive.
Wing Viper, Mal wants to be treated badly, but no man wants to do that. Arch, that's why she talks to you. You're to fulfill this role.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Death 6227. What about a sugar cube? No. And too complicated, too.
Yeah, too long. Needs to be something quick.
Ving Viper, mom and dad fighting with Lum Lum in the middle. Lum Lum always in the middle. It's the tragedy of being a Lum Lum. And now we're caught up. Which allows me to end on a highlight.
Oh god.
Look at that.
It takes a minute for the stream to
Yeah, we have
catch
to wait
up.
for your stream to catch up, Arch.
Oh, you
Yeah,
haven't
stream
told me to
15
share my
seconds.
screen again, you little dumbass Lum Lum.
What?
You little
What
dumb
was
lum.
there to share?
You little dumb lum.
Yeah, there's nothing really that important.
Little dumb lum.
Oh. Oh my god. It has to be a bit, right? Like that's not
Oh yeah, that's
Ugh.
a bit.
I mean,
See how around the tattoo her face isn't like her forehead isn't red or anything.
it's a little bit
yeah.
pink.
I mean,
But-
It's like okay, there are attachments for tattoo guns for like people to practice. That's just a ballpoint pen,
Trick or treat.
essentially,
Can I
where it just kind of
eat?
slightly vibrates it, and it just gives a very slight simulation on what an actual tattoo needle would be. So that's probably a ballpoint pen attachment.
yeah, probably, because she should be a lot redder, you would think.
And also getting tattooed on the forehead, that hurts. People pass out getting tattoos on their head.
Yeah, this is probably fake and gay, as they say. That rhymed. Look at that.
Oh, you're you're going to the Gen Z once again. Let's see. Let's get cooked. We already taught you crash out. I know there's diddly blub that apparently that one of my chatters
Fake
keep on
and
saying
gay
that,
isn't Gen Z. I claim that. Yeah.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, old man.
That's not Gen Z. No, no. That's my language.
I know you're 52 years old and you need help getting up the stairs and you need to take your sleeping pills, but fake and gay is a little bit more recent slang.
Lum Lum.
Huh?
How much for you to tattoo names on your forehead?
There's no amount of money that would ever have me get a tattoo on my forehead.
Damn. Mal,
Yes.
how much to tattoo a name on your forehead?
Same answer as Lumi. You have to no amount of money. No amount of money.
Very non-committal, huh?
Might be a cheap whore, but I still have some standards.
I think chat asked earlier how much to dye my hair blue. And you know what? I'm not non-committal. I'd give a number. It'd probably be like 100 grand or something. Unachievable. But I'd do it.
Arch, there's a difference between temporary hair dye and a tattoo.
Yeah, but you getting tattooed affects me not at all. The blue hair is far great to sacrifice for my sake.
Will you get a tattoo, Arch, if someone pays you enough?
A tattoo? That sounds like painful. I don't like pain.
Oh, tattoos don't hurt that much. It's like the only painful part of a tattoo that I got out of all my tattoos I've gotten was the upper part of my thigh when the tattoo had to get shaded. That hurt a little bit, but otherwise, no pain. I've fallen asleep during most of my tattoos.
Lum Lum's nerve endings are no longer functional. They've atrophied. Due to things I'd rather not mention.
Arch tattoos are not that bad. You're just a baby.
Oh, and lastly, Maester Mark, Amal is like an onion. Onions have layers. Amal has layers. She does have layers. This is a peek into her diabolical mind. A thought bubble appears above her head and is just being choked with an ahegao face. Why, Mal, why?
I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
And it is true, fish don't feel pain, which is why you can do horrible, horrible thing to them once you've catched them. So getting a fish and then crushing its head with your boot is entirely humane. Not a problem in the slightest. And with that, we are actually wrapped up. Good. Milking farm finished. And hopefully there'll be at least a little while before we need to delve down in yet further entries in the Milking Farm series. Until next time, thank you all very much for watching, chat. Thank you for your very generous donations, and I hope to see you all again very soon, probably with some more bear trauma tomorrow. And we will be playing Vampire the Masquerade as soon as it comes out next week. Don't fear.
Bye, chat.
Bye, guys.